Hey guys. Hello? Oh no, we lost them. You guys are frozen. Anyway, hi. Hey everyone. Anybody that joins? Okay, you're back. Are you back?
Take that off of Wi-Fi.
You guys are frozen. Anyway, hi. Hey. There you are. You're back.
No sé qué está pasando, but my internet is gone shit now. Okay.
Hey, 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗃.
Okay. There you go. Is that working? Is that working?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks good. Looking
You know
good.
what? It's back. Did you have stuff covering the internet?
No.
Oh, hear me.
I can hear you.
Can we get a thumbs up, please? You can hear us.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Night.
The low signal is gone.
But it is delayed though. You guys are a little delayed.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's bring in our guests and then we'll configure the Wi-Fi real quick.
How you gonna configure? All right.
Yeah.
So first, we have two very funny, and I think they have a third party in their podcast from One Nothing Podcast. But we have Amanda and Dayvid. Shake your head if I'm correct. I can see them in the background.
Yes.
No. And
oh, you're talking to them?
Yes, they have. Well, I'm gonna let Amanda an awesome description about their podcast, but we're gonna listen to some of their spooky stories that I do know some about, and I don't know others about. So I'm very excited to because I love sharing theories with Dayvid and Amanda, and when it comes to that, and my phone is going bonkers, and it disappeared. All right, we're gonna bring on Dayvid and Amanda.
Hey everybody.
Why is this?
Hello.
What up?
Hey guys.
What's happening, Mongo?
How's it going, guys?
It's going well, man. How are you guys doing?
Oh man. Okay, let's do this, guys. Joy, please, if you can, take over with them. We're gonna check out our Wi-Fi real quick.
Okay.
And let's see. Go on to.
Hold on, guys.
Okay. Hi. It's just us.
Hi.
So.
What up, Joy?
So, how were you guys?
Look, it's the haunted and the strange. They're saying, hey, hey guys.
How do you see who's here?
Go to the comments. Oh, damn! They jumped in and jumped out.
And jumped out.
How do you see?
If you go to on the right, there should be private chat and comments. Click on comments, and you'll see the comments jumping. I see 𝗟𝗓𝗙 McGreedy. Hello, 𝗟𝗓𝗙 McGreedy.
𝗟𝗓𝗙
McGreedy. Awesome.
Now, girl Franks is here. Hey, girl.
Frankie Franks.
She's a good pal to have. Let me tell you what.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Do you guys want to introduce tell us, introduce your podcast or talk about that in the beginning? Introduce your guys yourself.
Absolutely. So I'm Amanda. This is Dayvid. We are 2 out of 3 hosts of One Nothing Podcast. We basically talk about different bizarre and intriguing ways that people die most of the time, with the occasional survivor peppered in just for fun. Someone who's usually survived an animal attack or something of that nature. So we are very big on kind of not really following the borders of typical true crime. We understand that there's funny parts to every story, regardless of what it's about. And we're going to laugh at those funny parts as much as we cry about the sad parts. So we're kind of like a feel your feelings kind of podcast. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's okay. Feel your feelings.
Feel your feelings.
And let it go.
You're going to get not judged by us.
You gotta take a negative and turn it into a positive, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Somehow, yeah. So awesome. And then down the rabbit hole, you like into the spooky stuff and like to share spooky stuff. And
that's right.
Yeah.
He has one of the sickest logos out, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
really
dude, thank you so much.
Awesome merch too. I love his shirts. Super soft.
Thank you.
Yes, I have a shirt too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then when Jenny was talking to you a few months back, or a couple of years now, right? You guys have been friends?
I think
it feels like over a year now. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then I always asked her, I was like, man, who's that guy? Because he has the coolest logo.
That's Thank you so much.
But
Man.
I like the both of you. Amanda, you're awesome. Dayvid, you're awesome.
Thank
Both
you.
of you make me laugh hysterically.
Oh,
So what I did want to do, if you guys don't mind.
Oh no, I know where this is going.
No, should we do a game?
Oh no!
I wanted to introduce himself, and then what I wanted to do after, if they didn't mind, I wanted to give them like 30 seconds just to convince like people to vote for them. Kind of like a presidential thing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You guys,
okay. Thing they're doing, yeah.
Right. If you guys are into that, that'd be. I think it would be a funny idea.
That'd be fun. Okay.
So Dayvid, please introduce yourself to the folks that don't know you.
So I'm Dayvid from Down the Rabbit Hole. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X, Threads, all sorts of places. I have paranormal videos. That's what I do. I share my favorite paranormal videos. I do about 3 a day. And it's the kind of videos that I feel like I get the hairs in the back of my neck standing. Those kind of videos I share. And I do alien, I do ghost, I do whatever, anything paranormal, anything conspiracy. Mm-hmm. That's my gig. That's my thing. It's my jam. And as far as 1-0, that's the podcast Amanda and I are a part of, and we are running for president of 1-0. And so I just want to let you know, Amanda's wonderful. She's great, but she's no president. Okay, there's only one president here.
Hold on, let me start the timer now. Hold on.
Yeah, you start because he'll go over his 30 seconds. You better
I
start
will,
that right
and
now.
I will not apologize.
You're here the rest of the day.
Okay, so I'm starting the 30 seconds now, guys. All right.
Okay.
Ready and go.
So why should you vote for me as president? Well, why wouldn't you vote for me as president? Let's face facts, okay? Amanda's wonderful. Yes, I've said it before. She's wonderful, but no president. First of all, she's Canadian. All right? She's Canadian. Not on my watch. No. We will not have a Canadian running 1-0. 1-0 was born in America, and it shall be run by an American. Okay, we have other people who are running, believe it or not, from other podcasts are trying to run for 1-0 nation president. That's like mother, like murder, Rachel, and she kicks children. Okay, let me just say that she kicks children.
You're done. You're done. 30 seconds is all you get.
Hey, there's Joe. Joe's getting a flamethrower from me. I'm just telling you, he's going to vote for me.
Joe's going to be real disappointed.
Yes, he is.
Damn.
I don't think you can ship that in the mail.
No.
All right, and I think if I remember correctly, it was something about somebody's feet too, or something like that.
Yes, sir. Thank you for reminding me, sir. There is a person here,
Amanda,
that does not like feet. She will literally cut your feet off. So do not look at someone.
Amanda, I don't like feet either. I think they're
Thank
the
you.
things. Yes.
I think David's weirder for having a foot fetish rather than me just not liking feet.
Listen, I have feet. It's not a fetish. I just
have feet.
You haven't seen my husband's feet.
He shows them so often.
I will
I'm
not
sure he
stand
has
here and
beautiful
allow
feet.
you to attack Joey.
Joey is working right now, Joey. All right?
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Defend
He's not here to defend himself.
Yeah.
Sorry, babe.
Dayvid 2024.
Go ahead, Amanda. Go.
Okay, go ahead.
All right,
Okay.
ready, Amanda?
Yes.
All right.
Let's
You
do it.
you kind of have home field advantage here, Amanda. You're in Florida with us.
No,
I
I
haven't
am.
started yet.
She's a Canadian. She
You're
has
just
no
taking
home
my
field.
timer.
All right, ready
Okay, yes.
and go.
Okay.
Do not vote
so-
for Amanda. Do
Shut
not.
I want my 4 seconds back.
That's right, yeah.
Just to be fair, I'm gonna restart it again, just to be fair, because he did talk during your
Yeah,
30.
you did.
No, I don't even
Okay.
need those 4 seconds. I don't even need them. Just play it, role play. Just go. It's fine.
Okay, do it.
I am 1-0. I made the show. I do the episode. So if you vote somebody else as president, good luck.
Ooh.
Drop the mic.
Yeah,
Drop the mic.
that was great.
Short, but
That was great. Absolutely
Very
fantastic.
See,
I'm not gonna
Don't
promise
vote
anything
for
I
her.
can't bring.
Well, see, Amanda didn't bash you. She just said, "I am 1-0." Blah blah blah. See, oh,
That's true. She is one.
Yeah. There's my VP in the comments showing up and showing out. Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Oh, man.
great.
oh shit.
It's fun. It's been fun. Listen, It's really it's just a fun campaign. All our friends are in it, you know, and I don't want to miss anybody. There's Scott from Beyond the Shadows. Have you guys heard of that one? That's a great one. Yeah. Scott and Ryan. Yeah. We have Natasha. She's a Cryptids, Creeps, and Conspiracies. That's a very good podcast. Who else we got? We got Joe from Tales, Trails, and Caverns. He's in there now, apparently. I guess he's sick, man.
He's in there?
Right here. Wait,
when is he in it?
He's in it now.
Rachel and Scott? Joe.
Yes. Oh, you not seen the video? Oh, you have not seen the video.
To be on my side anyway, so it's no surprise.
I thought he was on my side.
A close friend of ours, Kevin.
Yes, Kevin.
Well, I don't know who Kevin tirando for. Kevin, I think, is going for
vice president. Isn't he your? No, he's your
secretary. He's for me. He's
getting out of control.
Yeah,
he needs all these people to accomplish what me and
I have Tyler from Call to Madness. He's my VP. I also have a treasurer. Samantha from Suspended Sentence is my treasurer. So I mean, it's a solid group.
Amanda, you better start going to your neighbor's house or some guy.
Amanda has.
See,
he has a crazy van.
The thing that I'm saying is he has like all these
a dog people. As a Secretary of Defense. A dog.
I do. Who can vote against an adorable dog? You tell me.
Kevin is going to destroy that dog. Kevin is going to destroy it.
Kevin is nowhere near as cute as an adorable dog. So good luck with that.
This is great. This is actually better than what I thought it was going to be.
What did you think it was going to be, Mondo?
We don't.
What did you think?
I don't know. I come to learn that I just shoot by the hip and see what happens, and I have no regrets.
Who's the weak sauce?
Oh my God! Who did that video? Was that you, Amanda? They were doing the video of you farting.
Yeah, of me just opening my mouth with. Well, can we have context?
Thank you, Scott,
for that.
That shit was fucking hilarious. It was
just me talking, but fart noises were coming out of my mouth. It was not a video of me farting. I just want to clarify for the people that I don't know.
You don't record.
Don't believe her.
It looked like your face was doing it as the farts were coming out. Like you were like, it matched up perfect. I was fucking dying.
There are some egregious allegations. Is all I'm gonna say.
She needs a disclaimer now. It was not
just
me.
That video. That person has my vote.
That was Scott Dixon from Beyond the Shadows. He made that video.
You know what was funny was Amanda, when you stood up, dude, the whole thing, like you had the whole phalanges going on, right? And then when you got up to like move your chair back, the phalanges is going on, and then you show us a spider, and I'm like, dude, this couldn't be any more perfect how that came out.
Is that on your Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah, because I
gotta watch it. Oh my God.
I love that you called it phalanges.
Yeah, I called it. I think phalanges is fingers, but it just came to me in the moment.
It is bone fingers.
Some wild ass phalanges, man.
It gives a mental image.
Touch the ground.
All over the place.
That was my response to Scott making another egregious allegation that I was working under the pseudonym of Lisa Sparks, who is like the world record holder for sleeping with 900 men in 24 hours. So I was going to clap back to the defense, but I thought it would be funnier to just like go along with it. And then I told David, I was like, I want to make a video and have like a towel unfurl as I stand to be like, because I'm so blown out.
That's freaking funny.
And then you had to stand for real, and that thing was swaying all over the place.
Oh yeah, and then the spider thing was not scripted. That bitch did run across my foot, and I almost.
And I'm Sean. Hey Sean.
What's up? Not true, Scott. Stop spreading your slanderous ways.
Oh my God! So for anybody that doesn't follow us on Instagram, go check us out. They're hilarious. Well, especially One Nothing podcast and Down the Rabbit. They're like bashing each other with these videos. It's hilarious.
It's fun. It's a fun time.
Yeah. I was a little confused though when it first came. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But then I started getting. Sometimes it takes me a minute, but I'm like, oh, okay, that's what they're doing.
I think the funniest part of that is that there's like 30 people that are into the joke, and the other 2,500 of my followers have no freaking clue what's going on.
That's how I was like, what the fuck is going on?
There was some other thing that I don't know. I think it was you guys. I was like, what the hell is this about? And like nobody. I was messaging people. They were like, I don't know. And then I think you told me, Amanda, right? Remember that one time? I don't remember what it was anymore.
Oh, I don't know.
It was some crazy. I don't know. Pretend it was like Krusty the Clown. I don't know. And everybody was like, I'm so sad about Krusty the Clown. And I'm like, what happened to Krusty the Clown? And then you're like, no, it's a joke. Somebody just ran with it. And I was like,
Oh yeah, I can't
Or maybe it
remember
was
now what
David
that
that
was.
told me.
It was
Somebody
something.
told me.
It sounds familiar. I can't remember now what it was, but yeah, that
It was
sounds
over a year
familiar.
ago. Don't worry. I remember. That.
Oh,
I was
shit.
Like, it's this all over again.
Well, listen, I had an idea. I figured let's try something fun, see what happens, right? The idea was obviously to get some more people to listen to the podcast and rate us and leave comments, whatnot. And it has really grown into, I mean,
Nice.
how many podcasts are in it now? It's ridiculous how many people.
So many.
And it's brought us so many listeners that we've broken a couple of records already.
Nice.
This week.
That's good.
This week, even.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, we've had like 3 in one day that we broke, and yeah, it's really awesome.
Yeah, big time. Congratulations, you guys.
You guys are funny
Thank you.
too, and I think that's what people like too. You know, so
Yeah.
Dude, hysterical.
Yeah,
I know. I like.
I was hoping so.
You got my
I
appreciate that.
Humor's out there for somebody. I love it.
I'm glad it comes
So-
out as funny because it's really just me trying to corral David the whole episode. So I'm
Yeah.
glad it translates
Pretty
well.
much. I'm getting out of
But
control.
it is still funny.
I've been called spicy on the episodes lately.
He has
I don't know what's going
been
on.
spicy.
What was that story you did
Thank
way
you.
back where David doesn't like you calling him something?
What?
Oh, there's so many of those. I don't
Oh,
know.
you
No.
know, like,
It's supposed to be everything under the sun. She
Oh, and I
told
called
us.
him Dookie by accident without realizing that was a
Oh,
synonym.
I
for
don't
poop.
remember. Yeah,
He was like, "Yeah, I don't
yeah.
like that," and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
sorry."
Oh, God.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I called you in one of the episodes. I was like the Dookie, and then I was like,
The
"Oh, I didn't." I wrote it out as like a joke and everything. I didn't realize it because the Duke of Darkness is like his little like
Yeah.
pseudonym or whatever.
That's the
Yeah, I
pseudonym you
called-
gave me. I gave her the pseudonym Duchess of Death.
Yeah, so we got a
And
good.
She gave me Duke of Darkness, and so
Duke
that's
of
kind of
Darkness.
Oh, and
funny.
then, now then Dookie.
Dookie.
Dookie, no.
yeah, she went
Yeah.
Dookie. I mean, I don't
It's a
care,
turd.
whatever.
When I think of
I'm
Dookie,
number
I think
2.
of Green Day.
I hear.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Our guests
See,
did
everyone
not.
thinks what she thinks.
They thought of poop.
Yeah.
Poop.
Poop.
Huh?
You know, that's my favorite emoji, the poop emoji.
Is it
It
really?
is a good.
Yeah.
It is a good emoji. I'm glad it's
Yeah.
out there.
My kids bought me a pillow. That's a Dookie emoji.
What's it? Frankie said he dragged me last time. What does that mean, Franks? Oh, Green Day. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to hear some of the scary stories you guys have. Some spooky
Oh.
stories.
David has a really good. Well,
Yeah, let's
I
talk
don't think
about
I've heard
that.
Amanda's beginnings.
Amanda-
I've heard here and
Amanda
there.
has
but
3
David got
really
some
good
shit.
stories. I have the one ghost story. I can
Mhm.
go through it real quick. It was 2014. There was a fire in my apartment, and I came within 10 minutes of dying. Luckily, I got out in time. Like I could smell smoke and all this stuff was going on, and then someone came, knocked the door, and said, "Hey, get out!" So I got the hell out. The fireman told me if you stayed there 10 more minutes, you would have died from smoke inhalation. There would have been nothing we could have done.
Oh,
So
that's crazy.
I had no place to stay that night, and I was waiting for like Red Cross was going to put us up somewhere. And then my sister called and said, "Come stay with me." So I figured, yeah, let's go stay with her. Her name is also Amanda. And so get there, it's late. We decide, talk a little bit, decide to go to bed, me and my dog Charlie. And so we go into the guest bedroom she has. And it's kind of like a guest bedroom / she does like, what do you call it? Little projects or what have you in there.
Like a she
And
shed.
Like a crafting.
Something like that. Crafting, thank you. She does a lot of crafts and stuff.
Mm.
There's like papers like on the wall and stuff. And so there's a ceiling fan. I go to bed, I fall asleep. And I couldn't fall asleep because I kept hearing knocking, like 3 knocks at a time on a wall. And I thought for sure either someone was trying to get in or, someone was letting me know. I go open the door, there's no one there, everyone's asleep. So I'm looking because I'm scientific. I try to explain it away first. That's the first thing I do. Is it something that's causing it? Is it the ceiling fan? What is it? And so I saw a piece of paper up on the wall with like a thumbtack through it. And when the ceiling fan was going, I could see the paper come off and then tap at the end, hitting the wall. So I was like, oh, that's got to be what it is, right? Go to bed. I explained it away and I went to sleep. And somewhere in the middle of the night, so I'm sleeping on my right-hand side. I'm facing the wall where the paper is at. And this bed is like not up against the wall. It's kind of in the middle of the room. And so I felt a little hand grab my shoulder and like move me awake. And as I'm waking up, I'm thinking it's my sister because She's really short and has little hands. And I thought something was wrong because I just came from a fire. But when I open my eyes and I can still feel this shake, I look and there's no one there. And then it stops. And I'm like, what the hell? And I look at the door because I can't sleep without the door being closed.
Yeah.
It was still closed and locked.
Oh, wow.
And then I heard what sounded like feet shuffling from in front to around the bed. And it sounded like someone wearing socks on a wood floor, you know, just shuffling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was, once it got to the other side, it stopped. And then I heard a child's laughter. It was like a little boy laughing, like a little giggle. And I heard it. It was clear as a bell. I was wide awake.
And this is at your sister's house after the fire?
This is at my sister's house. Yeah.
Oh.
I was wide awake and instantly terrified from this because I don't know about you guys, but I've always wanted to see a ghost with my own eyes. But for whatever reason, a child entity or a child ghost freaks me out. I don't know what the deal is, but it.
Well, in the middle of the night, too.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night. And my dog Charlie heard it. She heard it. And I wasn't alone. Like, we were both kind of freaked out there. And I learned something that night. I learned that you can be really, really tired and then just like eventually fall back to sleep. So I was like, I put the covers over me. I was like, And I heard a little more tapping, but after that, a good amount of time went by, like 20 minutes. I was able to go back to sleep. That was it. Sorry, Scott. I've been meaning to. I'm sorry, Scott. Anyway, I'll give you another one. I promise I'll give you a good one. So anyway, the next morning I go and meet my sister at the table for breakfast or whatever. And I said, hey, something weird happened last night. I heard something. And she goes, oh, you've experienced too? You've experienced that too? I was like, what the hell, dude? Why didn't you tell me there was something freaky in that room? You didn't tell me. He goes, yeah, mom and dad said something about that. And I've also had, issues when I'm in there working, stuff is falling off the shelves by themselves. And I can hear like something moving around in there, but there's nothing in there. I was like, what the hell? And my nephew, he was around 3 or 4 at the time. And he had an imaginary friend in that room. He would go in there and he would talk to someone. Mm-hmm. And my sister would hear it. And she said that she thought it was just an imaginary friend. I didn't think nothing of it. And I asked him, who you're talking to? And he would say, I'm talking to Coco, my friend Coco, blah, blah, blah. Well, it wasn't very long after that Coco started to terrify my nephew, really scare him.
Oh, wow.
And I remember around this period of time, he was terrified because of what he was seeing. I don't know what he was seeing, but we couldn't take him to like a Halloween store. We couldn't take him to anywhere where there was like a creature because he couldn't deal with it. So he had some sort of like some sort of PTSD or trauma from that as a kid. And I want to investigate that place so bad because I think there's an energy there that like some kid might have died there. I did find out though, a long time ago, the house was owned by a woman who was like a foster mother. So she had children. And my sister found out that the person she works with actually lived there as a child. Oh, wow. Like he was a foster kid. And he said the woman that was there was evil to the core.
Does your sister still live there?
Hell no, she gone.
She's like,
she moved.
I'm out of there. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It was a weird place. My sister told me that the person who owned it, like the landlord or whatever, she said, I just need to warn you guys that anyone who's ever lived in this house, it doesn't matter if they're married, if they're a couple, it doesn't matter. They break up.
Oh, I remember you told me this.
And sure enough, they got a divorce. I remember the guy, her husband, her ex-husband, he was a real nice guy. But when I was staying there, he was pretty much unhappy that I was there. And he let me know it. This is not the same dude. Now he's a nice guy. He's out of that house. And he's a really good guy. He's a good father. He's, all that stuff. But he was not the same dude. He was a different human being. I don't even know what the hell was going on there. But that's it. That's my story.
Something was affecting their.
Oh, it's creepy. Yeah.
It's creepy as hell. It really freaked me out. But I wanted to see it. I did want to see something. Eventually, that's
you experienced it.
Yeah.
Instead of seeing it, sometimes people don't see it, but they'll feel it another way, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Touching me. I didn't like that, man. And it was a little
Yeah.
hand.
Did
I
they feel
don't-
cold?
What's that?
Was the hand like when they touched you? Was it cold or was it like just a?
I don't remember.
Regular.
What I do remember is it grabbed my shoulder. Like, you know, you're gonna go and wake someone up, and it's like
Yeah.
something's wrong.
Yeah.
You go, you grab them, that's what it was. That's what was happening. And it must have been hilarious to this kid because he woke me up and I was freaked out, and he was laughing at me. Like, trippy, man.
Oh,
And
Trippy.
with the things with you mentioned him having like an imaginary friend. Sometimes they have that, right? But then sometimes it could be spirits for kids, and they'll start getting accustomed. They gain that trust, and you know, maybe they might present themselves as a child spirit also, like, oh yeah, it's like a little girl like this, and it's really not. It's an entity playing that.
Someone said that, yeah.
And then doing what they did, they ended up scaring them. You know, it's just gaining that trust and maybe wanting them to do something bad, you know, and then that's how you get. I remember what the hell movie was that? It was kind of like that. Was it Freddy? It's some old ass 90s movie. I'll look it up later. With Tom Green. It was like he was an imaginary friend, and then it was like he made me do it or whatever. You guys don't know that?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Sounds
But I
really
don't
familiar,
remember.
but I can't put like a.
Yeah. So they make
something Freddy, right?
Yeah.
I think something like that, right?
Something Fred.
And something. Yeah, and he
Something
said the
back
same
Freddy.
thing, like,
Something back Freddy or I don't remember, but yeah, something similar to that.
The same concept, you know, and then
And
they
that
end up
was Tom
doing.
Green for sure.
No, I don't know that. I don't know. I just said.
I just know that he went through something that really bothered him. He saw something that really, and this thing was scaring him like daily at some point. So it could have been, you know, they say that, like, I don't want to use the word demons, but child entities, like demons pretend to be a child so that you'll, like you were saying, I think it was you who was telling me something like this. And it's like, then they present themselves as what they really are. And whatever it was, it really terrified him. He's old enough now. It's been 10 years. I think he's gotten over it, but I really felt bad for him.
Did he ever say like what it looked like now that he's older?
He never wanted to talk about it.
No.
Wow.
He never wanted. It really scared him. It really freaking scared him.
Yeah,
I can ask him now, though. I should ask him now because I saw my sister last night and I was asking her, is he still afraid to go to, like, you know, the haunted stores or anything like that? And she says, no, he's over it. So I should ask him if he even remembers.
How old is he?
And
14 now.
14.
in our previous house, my oldest daughter, like same thing happened to her. I don't think anything was trying to be her friend in the first place, but I know she has seen stuff here and there, even when like as a baby. But it got to a point where whatever she saw scared the shit out of her, where she was calling it a lion. So before, back then when she was smaller, she wasn't verbal. So it was really hard to even get anything out of her. And she couldn't really draw either. So I would say, like, you know, maybe try to draw it, show me what you saw or like what it is. And she could not look down the hallway. Like night terrors, like she was going through it. But
good night, Sean. Good night, Sean.
Yeah.
Bye.
Take it easy,
Thank
Sean.
you for watching.
Thanks for dropping by, buddy.
When she was when she was like crawling, like so like a toddler, she would go to the back room, to which is the master bedroom, and I would catch her. I would, like, you know, look for her, go in there behind her, and I'd catch her like looking up and doing this. And I was like, oh, okay, so you're gonna be like, you can see, you know. And then little things here and there, and then at one point, yeah, she got freaked out, and she mentioned it here in this house. She goes, you know, I don't see that. I haven't seen that thing anymore. She called it the lion. She goes, I don't see the lion anymore. And I'm like, what the hell does this lion look like? That freaked her out. I mean, like traumatized her, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Makes me think of like a person with a big mane of hair, maybe.
Yeah.
No.
Biblically accurate angel.
Well, I did go that route. I looked that up.
That rabbit hole?
So I did look that up because I'm very big into that.
Good segue.
So I don't know, because I even looked up what angel or what archangel goes with a lion, like has a lion as a like look or
Yeah.
whatever. And there is one. I just can't
Wow.
remember the name right now.
Yeah, I can't.
Jeff.
I know what you're talking about.
It's
though.
Jeff the Angel.
Yes, his name is Jeff. Yeah. Some of those are really creepy. That one that's like a butterfly made of eyeballs is terrifying. I'm like, absolutely.
What the hell?
not. Like, yeah, there's some
my
like really
God.
creepy. According
Is
to the
there
Bible,
one made of
these
feet?
angels look like.
There is, right?
Hey, I
Probably.
don't want to be on that planet if there is. I don't want that angel. Leave me to my own
I'm
devices.
sure
there
at
is.
this point.
That's your
It's like a
guardian
feet
angel.
like this. I know what you're talking about.
Oh gosh, that would be my
Your
luck.
guardian angel.
Uh,
It's
Dude,
protector.
I can do this every week.
oh, shit.
Oh.
All right.
Who's
what
Dan
happened?
So
Tex
Amanda-
1973? I just want to know who that is. Dan Tex. I feel like I should know that person.
Oh, Dan
Dan
Tex
Tex.
is the
You know
man.
Dan
He
Tex?
is
Dan.
the
You have to know
man.
Dan.
He
He's
is.
Dan.
He's the one who reposts everybody's stuff. He like
Yeah.
puts everybody's
Super
links.
supportive. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Daniel.
Hey, Dan.
His name is Daniel.
Super supportive.
Thank you, sir, for
He's
all your
been-
support. Mm.
Yeah, some hard
He's
salutes
been,
right there.
With
That was
the Wolf Party radio show.
He's like,
he's been
"Mm,
with
has to
us
do the
for
sound
a
effects."
long, long time.
Oh,
Super
cool.
supportive.
Very cool.
Oh, shit. So Amanda, what happened to you? What is yours? I want to hear. I know Jen said she heard some, but I didn't hear any.
Yeah.
She's got
So I-
1, 2, 3
I
stories.
didn't hear it,
people.
but Dayvid told me that she has something, and I was like, wait a second, that kind of sounds like something that happened to me. So,
I have a lot, but those like a couple main ones, and there's 2 that I have photographic evidence for. So I came with it today. So I have the photo
Yeah.
evidence for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have way more than 3. These are just the 3 that Dayvid considers like probably the spookiest, I think, out of everything I've told him. So
The Duchess of Death.
yeah. So I guess I'll start with in terms of like order of experiences. The first, so my grandparents on my father's side, they had this house. They moved from England to Canada. What?
Canadians.
Okay, yes, yep, they're Canadian. Thank you for pointing that out. They needed relevant to the story, you know.
Real quick, you don't do that A after you talk. Some Canadians do that A.
I've been here
Hey.
long enough that
Hey.
it kind of I lost that, but I
Okay.
still
Okay.
say
Frankie
some
does
words
that.
weird.
They do it
Yeah.
A. They say A after, right?
Hey.
After.
Yeah, we do.
We went
We do.
from one side of the
Sorry.
continent to the very bottom
Yeah.
of the other
Yeah.
continent.
Yeah,
So,
kind
of.
still gonna drop that.
To the
Like
dick
that.
of America.
Yeah.
Let's face
Yeah.
it.
To the
Not
dick
A,
of
like-
America.
To
It
the
feels like
dick
I'm in the
of
dick of
America.
America.
That's
The
right.
the sweaty
Yeah.
balls portion of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
Anyway,
sidebar
sorry.
question: do you have a Flanagan's on your side of Florida?
Like a TJ Flanagan's, like from the
No,
movie.
Flanagan's like this
this thing.
place.
That looks
Oh,
like
no.
Tony Goodman.
Place.
I don't think
No?
so.
Oh,
Really?
best place. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead and tell us your story.
So, yeah. So these people, these Canadians of mine, you know, they moved from England to Canada, and they bought their dream house, which was like a little ranch house. It had the pool, the white picket fence. It was like the perfect, you know, they really wanted like a house like that to grow their family in. And so it has a basement and a main level. And just because it's relevant to the story, like if you walk through the front door, there's the kitchen right in front of you, and then to your right is the living room. And then you walk through the living room, and there's a hallway, and that's where like the bedrooms, the little doorway to the basement stairs, and the bathroom and everything are all in that little hallway. So in that hallway, as you're walking straight down, you have the bathroom or the basement step door on your right, the bathroom door after that. Across from that is like the TV room. And then further down the hall, there's the main bedroom. And at the very end of the hall, like if you're looking down the hallway, it's looking into the spare bedroom. Okay.
Yeah, did y'all get that? Did y'all follow that?
Yeah.
stuff?
Did you draw a map?
Yeah,
You know?
I got the floor plan here.
It's just relevant because there's like, yeah. So
Okay, go for it.
this house, from as long as I can remember, has like just really creepy things have happened in it. And every single person in my family has had experiences in that house. And so a lot of the experiences happened in the basement because there was a creepy, like, little area that they turned into like a bedroom that my biological dad decided to grow up in that's painted black everywhere, and it's creepy as shit. So I don't know why anybody would do that. Like walls, ceiling to floor is painted black, and it's in the basement with all the creepy ghost stuff. So it's like,
Oh,
you're
wow.
clearly emotionally doing great. So he decided to live down there. A lot of
Where'd he go?
activity happened in the basement, and like after at the point of me having these experiences, he didn't live in this house anymore. He just grew up in that room. And so sorry, Dayvid, I know
Room.
this room.
There you
I
go.
can't say that word right, I guess.
Wait, what did you say?
Room.
Say it. Room. Room.
Room.
Like a bedroom.
The bedroom,
I struggle with that.
not
I heard it
bedroom.
fine.
give her a hard time with it.
Yeah, he does give me a hard time with that.
I do.
So
It's
things
fun.
all the time would happen. Like there was a fireplace down there. The fire would go out all the time. They had like a peanut machine that you put quarters in and spin the dial, and you would get like a handful of peanuts. I don't just random shit.
I
And it
gotta
would, like,
block David out because he's throwing me. I'm trying to focus on you, and I see him. Sorry.
what is he doing
They're
over
coming
there?
up with the peanuts, the peanut money.
Going, you know.
Peanut money.
That's all I'm thinking about now. Quarters.
Yeah, it was. It was like you put a quarter. It was like a gumball machine, but with
A
peanuts.
quarter? God,
What the fuck do you want? It's a basement bar, David. This
it's
isn't a
peanuts.
freaking
It should be a
Kmart.
nickel.
Oh, it is.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So
Sorry.
Hey,
random
Chris,
shit would
how's it
happen.
going,
Hey,
buddy?
Chris.
Hi, Chris. Skinny Chad. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Body positivity.
Fatty Dave.
What?
Nothing.
Anyway,
I'm Fatty
so-
Dave, not skinny. Okay, no.
long story short, creepy shit happened in this house all the time. A lot, like some examples of creepy stuff, like if you stayed in the spare bedroom, which seemed to be a lot of where the activity was, straight down the hall, weird smells would come around every now and then, and like really curdled milk. They'd rip everything apart, couldn't ever find it. It would come and go all the time. The lights were on like a dimmer dial, so the lights would get really, really dark. Really, thank you, Frankie, backing me up with the peanuts. It would get really, really dim, really, really bright, and like electrical shit would go on crazy all the time. And this one day we were sitting, so it was my grandfather, my grandmother, my sister, and I, and we were in the television room and we were watching TV. And so across from the television room is like the bathroom door, so you can kind of see the door from where you're sitting in the room. David, please don't.
Okay.
I heard it that time.
I gotta put a tissue over his
Yeah.
screen.
Here, I'll help you.
Oh, there you go.
He's like,
So I know he doesn't quit. I can't. This
What's
is why I don't have my video
I
on.
love
when
it
do my
though, but it's
episodes.
distracting.
I will be. Okay, go right ahead.
Anyway,
He's gonna
Sorry.
start
Where's
voting.
Jane?
soon.
Bring Jane back. So we're sitting in this TV room, and my grandfather gets up and is like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, whatever. And he just goes to the restroom like normal. And we're all sitting in there. And at the same time, my grandmother, my sister, and I all watch as the super tall black shadow walks across the door frame and goes like headed to the spare bedroom. And so I saw it, and I kind of had a feeling that they saw it, but I didn't know for sure until my grandma was like, Joe, like in a scared voice kind of, and he was in the bathroom still, and he heard her, and he was like, I'll be out in a second. And then he opened the door and came out. So we'd been watching, like he was in the bathroom, nobody else in the house. They didn't have any pets at this time. So that was like a full body apparition, super, super dark, like darker than, like the hallway was already dark because the only light was coming from the room we were in, but it was darker than dark. Like you could see the figure as it walked, and it was like tall, and it just creeped. It scared the daylights out of all of us. And from that point forward, my grandmother got really, really weird about ever saying or joke, because my sister and I were young, and like we kind of thought it was funny, and we would joke about the ghost, and they really were like, do not, like, don't talk about it, don't say anything, like we don't want to hear that. They would get angry if we brought it up. So recently I was going through, and lots of other stuff happened. Like my grandma's wedding ring disappeared for 6 months, and then it showed up on the top of the basement stairs in a spot where she vacuumed like every single day. So just weird stuff like that. Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
And it wasn't until I inherited
She
a bunch
actually
of
saw
photos.
a shadow figure. That was an actual shadow.
Yeah, it was a
figure.
shadow figure that I saw. It was really
super
terrifying.
jealous.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't a full body apparition. I guess a shadow figure, whatever they call it.
That's worse. I would be.
Mhm.
I'd rather see an apparition than a shadow figure. That is freaking scary
Yeah.
that you saw that as a kid. Holy
Yeah, it
shit.
was.
As
So
a
at
kid.
some point in my
True.
family, I inherited like a bunch of photos and stuff from back then. And like this was a time, again, my grandparents didn't have any pets. It was just my sister and I, and then occasionally our two cousins that were about the same age. But like we didn't live there. They lived alone otherwise. So I was going through these photos one day and putting them into my photo album. And I just happened to look down. And this is a photo. This is my grandfather and his, not my biological father, but my biological father's brother. And this is the hallway. Where's my figure? This is the hallway. That's the door, right?
Mhm.
What the fuck is that?
See those eyes down the
Yeah,
On
bottom?
the
you
door,
see it,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
And it's like,
Wait, are you talking about in the door?
In the door.
Yeah, like
Right,
over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
down. You see two lights. They're
The glowing eyes.
there's nothing there. Like there's no shape of anything. They didn't have any pets. There's nothing.
Put
with
your
that
finger on
shape.
it.
Hold
Oh
on.
yeah. She,
That.
That's the two lights that she's referring
Oh,
to.
dude, I
Yeah.
thought that was a door, a closed door.
Or it looks like a cat eyes.
This
Like
is the closed,
cat
this
eyes.
is the closed door. This is the scary, spooky
Yeah.
spare room where all the shit would happen all the time. And there's just a photo of them in their dining room, and that is what I found at the bottom. No pets in the house. What could that have been?
Wow.
I don't know.
It looks
I'm
like
not
cat
saying-
eyes.
Right.
Also,
I'm
it
not
was
saying
Christmas
that
time
I
in that
know.
picture.
Thank you for pointing that out. There's a Christmas tree in it. Nobody knew that.
It's
No one
Krampus.
That's a year-long thing in Canada. We just have a tree up at all times of the year. But yeah,
Wait,
so
is that for real?
no, it's not.
Oh.
So I
It
can't
is
say
now.
for sure that that's paranormal, but it definitely fits with everything that like all of our family members have experienced. And my mom has more stories. My grandmother has more stories. And like my grandmother is not a bullshitter. She does not fake a vibe for anybody, no matter who you are. So you could be like, hey, this guy's going to die if you don't say the sky's purple. She's like, I guess he's going to die then. Like she does not fuck around. And the fact that she has so many stories to recount is
A liar she is
is
not.
what makes me it makes me really convinced, because it's like I experienced that stuff. I saw that shadow figure. I saw the lights going crazy. I remember that stuff. I remember the fire going out randomly. I remember like our toys moving and stuff like that. Like, so it's just weird to like as an adult to think back. And they actually left that house. That whatever was happening in there drove them out, and then they both passed away like very shortly thereafter. So I don't really know.
No.
Yeah. So that is the original.
So what do you guys consider a shadow figure and a the hell did you call it? I just had a brain freaking.
body
I
apparition.
called it a full body. I think a full body
body.
apparition is when you can see like features. I think I
Features,
probably called it the
okay.
wrong thing.
Clothing.
There was no features. It was just a black, deep,
Black.
dark black
The
shadow.
mask,
It
yeah.
was opaque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
But it's
guys
the shape of
about
a person, like shoulders and a head. Like you could tell it wasn't just like a blob.
Right.
You know, like
shadow figures. You guys think they're like interdimensional type things?
Frankie.
I don't know. On their group chat, I'm like, I gotta get better at diving into that stuff.
It could be either or, because it could be a full body. To me, they could be full body. Also, you're just not seeing it in that full body like way. You know what I'm saying?
Like the
And it
detail.
could be also an interdimensional being. It depends.
There's a guy named Brian Bowden. He has his own podcast. I wish I could remember the name of it, but his theory was that these entities, because he had the same experience, he would charge these things and try to scare them, right? Because he believed that what they were doing is they're from another dimension and they're feeding off of your fear. So whenever they would scare you, they would actually get some sort of energy from it. They would charge and then they would leave. And his thing was, if you charge them, they'll know not to come to your place anymore because they're not getting what they need. And I thought that was a very interesting theory. And I know our friend Kevin from Where the Weird Ones Are had similar experiences with the shadow figure. Yeah.
I feel like that with any ghost, though. I feel like any ghost spirit, whatever you want to call them, I feel like that's the same thing. If you don't feed into it, they're not going to keep messing with you. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And it definitely we did, because like my sister and I, like we were too young to really think it was scary. Like I was like maybe 6, 7, you know, my sister was like 4 or 5. So we thought it was David has something hanging from his nose. That's what Scott said. Yeah, but
God, guys, I'm so sorry.
We all paid attention to it. So like Amy and I talked about it a lot. They were always freaked out about it.
David,
So we definitely got the energy.
There you go.
Thank you.
It'd be cool if you just grabbed like a thing.
I know, right?
There you go.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that.
Oh man,
Hand her
we
back
had
the
that
royal
running gag one time with Joe. Like I was making Cuban coffee and then I was like passing it to her like a shot, and then I would pass it like acting like if I was pouring it in his cup.
Like
and
Oh yeah.
then he would like he received it and then drank it.
just like how you did right now. That's funny.
We kept that was like a show where somebody was interviewing the three of us, and just to be funny, we were just doing that gag, and then like I'll just be like having a drink, and then I'll pass him the cup, and then he'll act like he's receiving the cup and then drinking it.
I think
So
you
we were
guys
like
did a video
synchronized
like
like
that,
that.
right? Amanda and David?
In the pod fight, we all kind
Yeah,
of did that.
yeah.
We all,
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, did y'all catch that? The pod fight? That was fun, man.
Yeah, that was a
a
good
good
one.
time.
Yeah. Okay,
Turned
so
out
we have to come up with something. We have to do one.
Absolutely. That would be
Oh
great.
yeah, we're gonna roll out pod fights.
You
But
guys
we're
are
gonna
really
leave
good
Scott
at
out of it.
doing
Scott cannot be invited.
Damn.
Well, I invited
Great.
Scott last time, but he didn't want to do it. So
Oh. Mm.
He didn't say he didn't want to do it. He just didn't send me a video. So I was like, I guess he doesn't want to do it. Which is fine, but it turned out good. We had a lot of people involved. It was a lot of fun. And we had a lot of people reach out that say they want to be on the next one. So when we make another one, which we will, it's going to be even bigger, even better. And now the people
Yeah,
have
you guys had a lot of people this last one.
Yeah.
It was good though.
Who edited
It was
it?
good.
do
It came out really
something where
good.
it's-
You
Yeah.
edited it?
I did, yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, you
She's
guys
great.
mad
She did a
editing.
Yeah,
good job.
David, who edited? What was that again, David?
That was you. You did it. You edited that for sure.
I put together like a
Amanda?
30-second
shit.
video, and he was
I'm
like,
gonna send you my videos then, so you can edit them. No, just kidding.
What was that, David? Who edited it?
Amanda, I believe, from One Nothing.
look at
Amanda
that.
Goodwin.
President
Didn't you
of One Nothing?
recently leave a comment alleging that my editing skills were trash? Is that true, Mr. President?
That's true. I did say that. Yes, absolutely. And I stand by that statement. David 2024.
Dude,
You can't stand tall because it chopped your feet
David,
off. So he
David
knows
almost
better.
sounded like Trump for a split second.
Thank you.
Like,
Yeah,
I
right?
tried.
Yeah.
You know, in some of
did.
the earlier videos, I made myself a little more orange, but no one noticed. I tried to
Really?
make myself a little orange. Yeah, but no
I
one
did not
noticed.
notice
that.
that. I swear to God, I
I
didn't
noticed
notice
that,
that.
yeah.
I thought it was just your tan skin.
I thought someone was gonna say he looked like an Oompa Loompa or something, but no.
You gotta make it more Cheeto like.
Yeah.
oh my
Here's
God,
something
it looks
David
like
doesn't
Cheetos.
know. David one day in fun was sending me pictures of himself way before our last conversation where you told me not to use them. He was sending pictures, AI
Oh,
versions
God,
of him in
man.
other countries. So like here's like David from Japan, here's a David from England. And like so the video that I made about David and Scott from Beyond the Shadows dancing in that music video, that's Asian David, and he doesn't even know.
That's hilarious.
You
Dude, that's
jerk.
so funny.
Not Asian David.
That was the face that I
Hey,
used for that video.
I liked the hair and I liked my abs. I was
You
very
sent this to
pleased.
Frankie, you little picture sharing whore.
That's funny.
It's
That's fucking funny.
true.
Yeah. Oh man, you guys are
Yeah,
hilarious.
so-
That's the inner city
Yeah.
David that does that.
David only sends me pictures of his dog Charlie and the other dog. I forgot.
Oh.
the other dog.
David doesn't send me any pictures.
David and
I'm
Luna.
telling you, nothing, Joy.
I
Nothing.
know. I'm a little jealous.
No.
Don't be just start sending pictures of feet.
You'll get nothing and like it.
You can send a picture of toes.
Yeah,
You
right.
guys, listen. I love you guys, man. You guys have been with me for over a year now, and right from the beginning, really. And like Amanda, when I only had 3,000 followers, you know, me and her were good friends. But you guys, man, have been with me for a long time. I really appreciate you, honestly. At first, I was like, I would talk to Jen, and my mind would be like Joy, and then I would talk to Joy, and my mind would be like Jen. Is that Joy?
Aw.
I was doing that with you when you would just say Joy, and I would think either JJ Paranormal or JJ what's that?
JJ Rose?
Yeah.
JJ Rose.
And I would
Yeah.
always message her about something. She'd be like, "What?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
Oh,
I might have to change my name again.
But I do
No,
want to
please.
say, at
It
one
is a
point,
big
I was like, you know what would be cool if this couple of paranormal investigators and this couple of paranormal investigators would come together and create a show.
David's
About
trying
the
to take
paranormal.
credit for your guys' creation.
He is
There's-
trying to
I'm
take
just
it.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It was said.
It was
I
Let
gonna
me
did
take
say
over
it.
presidency of your guys' thing here. Stupid.
I will.
It was
long.
either going to be that or we were going to form Voltron, but something was going to happen.
All right.
Oh,
You know what
check
you guys need to do?
out
You guys
my-
need to
my new
investigate
friends, Dead
together.
TV.
Yeah, I would love to.
Dead
Ooh,
investigate.
Dead
TV.
TV. Hello. I like the
Dead
name. Very
TV
cool.
2.
Go
they're
follow
making-
them. They just started their YouTube and
Nice.
Instagram, and
Yeah, show
Dead
them some
TV.
love, guys,
yes,
please.
yes, new in the paranormal community.
Sick.
Welcome.
Tell us where you're from. Let us know.
Louisiana, New Orleans.
I wanna-
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you just
Nolans?
guessing or
all right, you guys say it on the chat.
Miami?
No, it's not Miami. But yeah, they just came out with a video. Was it yesterday or today? I
I
just
know,
watched it last night.
Friday.
It was Friday.
Yeah, I gotta
It's,
say
uh,
too, David.
David.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, but
Oh, David blew up on Instagram, so he didn't forget about us.
Hell
to the
yeah,
good
he did.
people. So,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah, he
you,
did.
David. Yeah.
Yeah.
David, which one do you like more, Instagram or TikTok?
I love Instagram.
David.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my
I
my
really
favorite.
don't be on there.
It's where I
Thank
met
you.
all you guys who are like my actual friends. I have, it's been weird because we're at 80,000 now across all the socials. And it's interesting how people like they want to reach out and talk to you. And it's cool. It's cool to meet people, from all over the world. It's fantastic. But I only want to really talk to my friends, who have been with me since the beginning. And
Listen, I'm second guessing myself. I don't get pictures, so I don't know if I'm your friend.
I'm sending you a picture
No,
right now.
nothing
Joy.
He doesn't want that kind of picture.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, no?
Send her Charlie toes.
Yeah. Charlie toes.
She's gonna send you like pictures of her dogs. She got mad dogs too.
She's got mad dogs. Oh, shit.
Well, they're mad and a lot.
Mad.
You have a German Shepherd, right, Amanda?
I do.
Best
I have
dogs
three
in the world.
dogs.
I have one too.
They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. Best dogs in the world.
See, good girl.
Yeah.
Passed out on the floor right now, living the life as I wish I could do that. Not on
I
the
know,
floor,
right?
but
Yeah.
anywhere, anytime.
I'm going to send you a picture, an AI picture, because I'm a picture whore of
Okay.
me with long hair.
Oh yes, send that.
What?
There it
was-
is. It's there
Let
now.
me see.
Apparently she's
Let me see. Let me check this out.
Wait for the
Frankie
camera.
hasn't seen that one. Frankie hasn't seen that one.
Amanda,
Oh, look at
I
your
had wanted to
dog.
ask you that first story that you had shared with us, is that the one that you would say sparked that curiosity into the paranormal? I know you were relatively young, but is that what started the gears going,
Yeah.
if you will? Yeah.
It wasn't like immediate, so it wasn't like initial. Like I immediately had this huge fascination, but I watched a lot of my fair share of horror movies and paranormal movies, and then I got older and got a little more into it, and then like I started being able to recount back to those experiences and kind of like see them in a different light and be like, oh, that really was like there really was no explanation for that happening. Or there was really no other person in the house when that figure walked by. So there was stuff that I just kind of like it happened, and then I just like filed it in the old file cabinet brain thing for a few years, and then when I got interested in it, I kind of brought it back out and was examining it more, and I was like, this is actually really cool that I got to experience that.
Do either of you ever feel like you want to invest in equipment and try to investigate on your own, or like,
Yes, badly.
I would love to do that.
I know David does.
yeah,
I would
oh, yeah.
love to do that. Yeah.
That's so fun.
And I hear that we have some friends who make their way down to my stomping grounds here in Fort Myers. So if you guys ever want, I know all the spots down in old
305.
historic
Oh, yeah.
239.
So how far are
Hey.
you from Jen and Armando?
They're
2 hours.
2 hours.
Oh,
They're
okay.
literally on the
Just go
other
grab
coast
lunch
of
and
Florida.
Yeah, so instead of going
Yeah.
like West Palm 2 hours, they're like this way 2 hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
directly
okay.
across.
Amanda, the invitation is there too. We're part of the biggest paranormal team down here in South Florida. We have access to a bunch of locations. You're more than welcome
Really?
to
Yeah.
check them
I
out
would
with
love
us.
that.
That's
You know what I
awesome.
really want to
Fun.
try my luck at is the Estes method. I really think that might be like
Oh,
I don't want to say attuned, but like I don't know. I feel like it would be interesting to try that and to see how it would work. So
Look, we have a question,
Mhm.
so it would be good if everybody answer this. Joy, you can go first. What is your go-to equipment if you can only pick one?
oof.
So mine is
Just
the red
one is
hot.
hard.
Anything that makes noise, I love. Anything that goes beep, I love. Yeah.
How about
Interesting. Provocative.
you? Okay, well, I'm gonna say my friend. Mine will probably be equipment-wise would be the spirit box because I just love to hear their responses back and just gets crazy stuff.
All right, so I'm gonna cheat because in this scenario, obviously Jenny's with me, so I don't have to worry about the spirit box anymore. So at that point in time, what I would love to have, make sure I have my DR60s, my
Yes.
digital recorders, just to
Yeah.
get my
Oh, that's cool,
EPs.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like I've built such a relationship with them that I get a lot of things with them. I have them set it up a little differently, each one. So I have one on voice activation, the other one I have it on standard, but I have them set up differently that I know if I catch something on both recorders, I definitely got something.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
That's
Amanda,
big.
what about you?
Yeah.
What
So
would you say would be your
I was gonna say spirit box, but in order to try to be more diverse, because I know that's your answer too, I would say
No,
I'm
everybody
really
likes
everybody? No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I do
whatever
like
you like.
I would say my next would probably be I don't know what it's called, but it's the thing that casts out the net of green dots so that you can
Oh,
see
the laser grid.
Oh,
Laser grid.
grid.
Laser
Yeah,
grid.
I really like that, and I really
Yeah.
like thermal cameras, so I'd probably be tied between those two.
Ooh,
nice.
Yeah.
thermal. Yeah.
How about you, David?
I just have to, because I don't own any equipment, I just have to say my iPhone.
What do you like the most, though, that you've seen?
What
Yeah,
would
they have
you
to
like
own
if
it.
you had to get it?
Yeah.
I really like captured audio, so I would go with Mondo on this. Those
Okay.
when I hear something that's recorded, like, you know, it's very low, and when they enhance it and you can actually hear something said, you can't deny that it's captured. It is actual audio evidence, and I love those. I really enjoy those.
I might retract mine after my last investigation. About
No, too late.
Don't take backseas.
Hey, cut me off.
Just kidding.
Let's trade him with long hair David. Let's get some
Rachel, Heather, Rachel, Rach.
And
I might go with the spirit box because when
a little tip too, if you guys want to try this out, use your spirit box, do your session, record with your digital recorder, and then you can slow down the speed on the digital recorder when you're doing playback of the spirit box session, and then you can possibly catch more things than what you may have not missed out on.
So definitely shout out to She Haunts, Gina. She does a lot of good stuff. I want to say @𝗿𝗲𝗃𝗍𝗆, my
Arnie.
boy.
Arnie.
Hey.
Arnie was our previous guest. Amazing.
Yeah. So those guys do good. They capture good stuff. I really enjoy what they put out there.
Yeah. He yelled at Keanu Reeves. I'm sorry, I can't not tell that story.
I know. I heard that. Yeah,
that's so funny. And then when you put it in your little thing,
story.
Oh my god!
Oh, when he's like
so
looking at him, that was good.
He's gonna put.
That was funny.
You're gonna out of my way.
I can't believe he said he was little.
Yeah, apparently he's he's shorter than Arnie for sure.
He's a little dude.
And can you imagine him just looking like he's walking out and just looking at Arnie, and Arnie's like, and they're just locked, looking at each other, you know, like who's gonna make the first move, kind of thing.
And then what did Arnie say?
You're gonna get the fuck out of my way. That's what Arnie said.
The
Keanu Reeves.
The Keanu Reeves story. Oh my
god. Guy.
I can't believe he picked a fight with Neo, man.
He did.
That's like the sweetest guy.
I know.
He
and
goes
Arnie
out.
said he was
we don't know
though.
Yeah, and he goes out and he's signing autographs for people, and that's how you can tell. Oh, that was. Oh, okay. I didn't know he was an ass. He didn't let me in.
Just sidebar, completely off topic as well with the Keanu before we go back. I don't know if you guys have ever seen when he takes pictures with women, he doesn't touch them. Like
he's so smart. He's like this.
Yeah, like
just
over.
Yo, I've never seen. He's the only person I've seen that actually does that.
Yeah.
I think
Chris Brown is out here dry humping people for a photo.
Chris Brown?
Yeah, you see, he did a photo thing where basically you could do anything, and there was girls like, okay, let me like look like I'm like straddling you, and he's like, it's a photo, okay? Like, absolutely
Chris
not.
Brown.
That's
I don't like Chris Brown. You guys like Chris Brown? I don't like him.
Complete opposite, guys. Be more like Keanu, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amanda, tell us your second story.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Pictures.
So my second story, I'm gonna both send it to you on Instagram and I'm gonna show so that people watching can see it, but it's kind of hard to see. Like, so I'm driving to work one day. I was living in Ohio at this time, and I was driving up north. So it was like 77 north, where it turns into 480. And so I am heading to the Cleveland area, and I'm just kind of like driving, and I see something out of my driver's side window, and I didn't really like look carefully. I just kind of saw that it was moving, and like I went to look at it, and the time it took me to like look over and make eye contact with it, it was gone. And then I looked back in front of me to look at the road, and I saw it whiz across like the front of like my whole. It was just impossibly fast, and that's when I was like, "Oh my god, what is that?" And so then I looked out my passenger side, and mind you, I'm going like 75 miles an hour down the highway in the right lane, and I'm trying to film it. And so I got a video of it. But I'm like doing this because I'm driving, and I'm like trying to get like a still. So I managed to get one still frame where you can kind of like you can really see it the most clearly.
Oh crap!
And so you caught it on camera?
I got it.
You guys aren't gonna believe this, man.
Wow!
This story is what I have something similar, so I'm gonna share. I'll share
really?
That.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you guys first so that you can see it.
No proof.
Yes, please. Let me see.
I have no proof. It just happened. I was like, "What the hell is this?"
I want to see how
God. And it's my photo, so it's not been doctored or filtered in any way. It came from my phone. How do I start a freaking group chat in this thing? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it was super creepy, and only because I saw it moving the way it did. So like that's what caught my attention. I was trying to follow it. David, I know you've seen this photo, but I'm gonna send it to you.
Was it moving like
the speed of light, like faster? Like and the time it took me to look, it shot across the front of my car. It went from being probably 10 miles to the left of me to being out my other window
Yeah.
in like a second. Like it was so fast.
It wasn't like a bug. It wasn't small like a bug.
No. This
It was bigger than that.
Yeah,
it was bigger than that. And
Wow. I don't see shit like that, man. I'm freaking jealous.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I think it's
sending it to
I'm
you
the
guys.
deep in
I think
darkness
if you
and
look
I don't
for
get none of
it,
this
you're
shit.
not gonna find it. It has to be.
Just
Yeah,
send
it
it
has
to
to
you
come.
It's
guys.
just unexpected, you know.
And I'm going to show
Unless
the
if
photo
you're
to
bringing the buddy
so that
home with
people-
you, that happened to me
Yeah.
all the time.
Look at that thing,
So
dude.
that's my photo from my still shot. And I sent you guys the picture because I know it's really grainy and hard to see on like a phone screen. I'm trying to like
Dude.
I'm gonna look up
pull it.
my-
Did you send it to me, Amanda?
Yeah.
Did you?
I made a group chat with all of us in it and I sent it.
Okay. Did you
I
get
gotta
it?
tell you, the
I got-
video was pretty compelling. So she
I got-
actually captured it on video and it moving, very compelling.
Okay, I got David's pictures. Thank you, David, for including me now.
You guys not get it yet?
You are in the group.
No.
Yes, I made it. he's gonna be like, all she does is emoji my freaking message, doesn't even respond.
Oh, David, I sent it to you somehow and not to them. How do I make it a group chat?
And I was like, I didn't get anything.
Because
Can
you
you
don't
forward it?
listen.
My phone's being stupid, David. Can you forward
Yeah,
it?
I'll do it. Absolutely.
It's not wanting me. I'm trying to make a group chat and it keeps just only sending it to David. And it's like, I know he's important, but like, come on. now.
Maybe he hacked your phone.
Right?
Maybe.
It's possible.
Maybe.
Listen,
Can we
if David
share
does
it?
not, if he leaves you on red, do not take it personal. like I've taken.
Can we?
He does that.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Hey, we can share
I
it,
sent
though,
it.
Ted,
I
right?
sent
We
it.
can
It's the
share it
worst.
so everybody else can see it, right? We
I
can
shared
share
it
the
to you.
screen. Do you want us
Oh,
to
I'm
share
on-
the screen?
I'm on my phone, so I don't know how. Yeah, if you guys can open it somehow and share the screen, that'd be
Whoa.
great because it's really
Okay.
hard to
Wait.
see it.
So the
What the
thing
hell
on the
is
top.
that?
I mean, if you look at it, it's like a saucer shape. If you,
Yeah.
it's the only
Okay,
thing in the
okay,
middle of the
so-
sky.
Let me go to Instagram. Hold on. Let me see if I can share it so everybody else can see it.
Yep, there it is.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great picture of it right there.
Wow.
And it's, I mean, it's really hard to see on the screen. So if anyone wants to see it, I can send it to them. But it's 100%.
That's like a freaking like a flying saucer, right?
It's a saucer.
Yeah.
100%.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add this tomorrow. Like
Yeah, put it up there. It's
She's
really,
got a snapshot of the video you took while you're driving.
Mhm.
When I saw it in that, I was like, wow, that is, you cannot deny that that's some sort of,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I haven't done
Wow.
anything. I didn't zoom on it. That was just like me out my window, and then
Hold on,
that's all I
let me
could
see.
see of it. And it's
Yeah, check that
100%.
out.
There's nothing attached to it. There's no wings on it. There's no string. There's no plane nearby tugging anything. It's literally on its own in the fucking
wind
sky.
isn't keeping it up there.
The shape of a saucer. I mean,
That's right.
and it looks like
I
almost
saw
like
that.
an eyeball, right?
Crazy.
it's
Dude,
like,
that's
yeah, it's
crazy.
like a typical,
Yeah,
like
like
it's
an
got the
eyeball.
bulbous
Something in the middle.
tops and then like the little blade that goes in the middle of it, like a little.
Right.
Hold on, let me see.
How did you feel while you were doing that? What did it feel like? Was there like something different in the air?
I mean, like I didn't.
Energy?
The atmosphere didn't really feel different or anything. It was just like I didn't really believe. Like until I stopped and actually got to look at the photo, I still thought it could have been something else. But it impossibly fast. Like there's no way. There's no way that thing could have moved. Even if it was a drone that looked like a freaking
Right.
saucer, there's no way it could have made that like 5-mile
Those kind of maneuvers are not possible.
length in
Not with a
in the
drone.
time it took for me to glance over and look back at the road. I mean, it was just
Here, I saved it to my computer. You want me to put it up real quick?
Yeah, if you want, go ahead. Yeah.
Cross the line,
Throw it up
paranormal.
there.
Hello.
Hey, James.
I want our
James,
anyone
what's
watching
up,
to
bro?
see it. I know it's blurry. I want them to see it.
And,
It's cool, man.
okay, here we
Get
go.
to be asked, have you guys
Yeah.
ever had a bad experience and wanted to stop the research for paranormal? If so, what was it?
No, I don't really know that I would know if an experience was bad unless I got harmed or something. Like,
Hey, why you take it out?
Oh, you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Okay.
Well,
hold on.
not anymore. No, it's not.
Okay. Hold on.
she's saying you get 1 second.
I'm still learning this. Okay, hold on.
Second, please.
Just as fast as that thing was. That's how
I know, right?
Yeah,
Share
that's what it was
screen.
like.
So I didn't think it was gonna be say like that, like a saucer type thing. What I experienced that I saw on the side of the road was an actual. This is what you would call an apparition, like a spirit. And I was coming from, I don't know what schedule I had at this time. I might have been working overnight. Yeah, I think I was working overnight. And oh, there it is.
Thank
Wow,
you.
Dude,
there
and
it
it
is.
looks like a person at the
Good
bottom
job.
too. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah, that's like a tree or something. I don't know what that is at the bottom, but that's just me going down the highway, and that was outside my passenger window. And it's, you have a way to maximize that somehow? Or like,
Yeah, let me see if I can.
I know it's probably gonna lose quality because.
Oh, wow.
Can you guys see it? Can
No,
you see
that's
it?
good.
Tell me
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not a
that's good.
freaking saucer.
Holy
Tell
shit,
me
dude,
that's
what the
not a
hell is
saucer.
That's
Yeah.
a fucking, that looks like a freaking alien
A
spaceship.
sky-
Yeah,
a,
sure.
you know, sausage.
Yeah.
that's really
Goddamn,
good.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm so
Never ran
jealous.
through anything. That was just a photo that I took, like a screenshot from a video that I took of it. That's the only clear shot. Like my video, because I was driving, you can see like the sky a whole bunch, and I only kind of like
But
scrolled.
there's like a couple of seconds that you've captured where you can
Thank God you
actually,
took a
you're
video.
moving with it. It was like, wow.
Yeah.
I really.
So you have a little video of it going. Shoo.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, I tried to
Oh,
find it for
nice.
the last podcast, so I will hunt it down. It's on my Facebook. But yeah,
That's
I
fine.
can find that and send it to you.
Come
I don't know.
tell
Do
us.
you use iPhone or do you use Android?
iPhone.
iPhone. Okay. Well, I know with Android you can do like you have it. You guys have the option too, Jen Armando, where you could do like a picture, but it's like a motion picture.
Oh yeah, like a
Right.
live. Yeah. This was, I don't know if the phone that I had, this was like probably I want to say like 7 or 8 years ago that I caught that. So I don't know that the phones at that time had that option, but I took a video of it, and then it was only a few seconds long. And then when I went back, I went like, you can like on a video on the iPhone, you can go kind of scene by scene. And that was like the clearest. So I took that screenshot of that moment, and then I showed everybody I freaking know. And then I posted the video and the photo on Facebook, and I was like, what could this be? And like, drones were very new at that point. So there was like some people like, well, it could have been a drone. I'm like, yeah, but like drones don't move like that.
And it doesn't look like a flying saucer.
Yeah,
Well,
and it doesn't
no,
look like a drone.
I don't think. It
Yeah,
looks
that's
like
100% a saucer
yeah.
in my opinion. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty happy about that. And I've seen UFOs a couple other times, but never in the day. Like I saw lights at night that I'm like, could have been a UFO, but I've never seen in the daytime just a saucer outside my window on the side of 77 North. Like
That's cool. Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Dang, I want to catch some good stuff.
How about, I know you moved down to Florida now, right? So
Yes.
have you seen anything like that in the area you're at?
So I've not seen UFOs. I saw a ghost car for the first time ever seeing a ghost car a few weeks ago. That was pretty cool. And I saw that down here, but on 41.
Jealous, man.
But yeah, I don't have any video of that, unfortunately. Huh?
You don't see stuff.
What was that? What was that? Tell us.
Oh, I DoorDash on the side to make extra money, and I was just driving around. It was like probably like 1 or so in the morning because I left Dayvid a voice note about it right away, but he didn't get it till the next day. But I was driving around, yeah, and I was going down 41, and like so I have this really toxic thing that I do where I blast my music and I roll the windows down and I just roll around in the middle of the night making my music everybody's problem. I'm sorry about that. That's what I do. Okay, it helps me stay awake. I know. And it helps me stay awake and like
Disturbing the peace.
yeah,
Yep.
and I don't track the hours because like I'm out there sometimes for 8 hours a night and it gets annoying. So I'm like I listen to music and it kind of keeps me. So I'm just driving along, blah blah blah, and there's a guy like up my butthole, like driving behind me, and it's this little like.
I did the same
car.
Wait. What?
He was
I did the same
my
thing.
tailpipe.
Graphic.
He was like driving, and he was like doing an F-150 thing. And I was
Tailgating.
like, "Oh."
Yeah,
Tailgating.
yeah.
Tailgate.
So yeah, he's tailgating. Thank you, David. I call it up my butthole, but David wants to.
I do too.
So he was getting really, really close to me, and so I'm a dick. Like I was already speeding, and so I'm like, "You're gonna follow me. I'm gonna slow down a little bit." So I started like slowing down, and he got mad and like went beside me and started trying to like. So I'm like, "I already know what you're gonna do. You're gonna go zoom past me and then cut me off and then be a jerk." So I start accelerating. So I'm like, "Fuck you." And I'm toxic. I know you don't got to tell me. And so I'm like, we're like pacing and we're going. I don't know if you guys are familiar with 41, but there's like a part of 41 in Cape Coral, Tamiami Trail that is it's just 2 lanes going this way, 2 lanes going this way. There's nothing. There's nowhere to turn. It's probably 2 straight miles of just like businessy district stuff, and there's no like side streets or anything. And it's when you get up to like North Fort Myers from Cape Coral, so like up that way. So I'm acting like you guys know this area. I'm sorry if you don't. So I'm going down this thing at this time of night, and I'm like pacing this guy in this black car beside me. And I look in front of me, and like I think to myself, like I see this car, and it's this little old rinky-dink red little like looking like a 4-door little sedan, like a boxy older style car. And the lights are so dim that I was like, my first thought was, I'm gonna hit this motherfucker because he doesn't have his lights on. Because I was like speeding, trying to beat the car beside me. And so I like starts slowing down. The car beside me starts slowing down. So I thought maybe he's either slowing down because he also sees the car, but he wasn't even in the same lane. The car was in front of me, or I thought that was a cop. But I look over, look at the car beside me that's also slowing down, look back in front of me, gone. Nothing there. And so I'm like, I didn't get a chance to ask the other driver, like, hey, I know I was just being a douchebag, like, turning you off the road, but like, did you see that?
You were in my ass. Did you happen to notice the car?
Like, so that was really weird, but I immediately left David a voice note, and I was like, I can describe everything about the car. I tried to look up like a make and model that it would be, and I don't really know, but it's like just a boxy old red car, and it was like, it didn't fit in with like the rest of like my view, if that makes sense, like my perspective, like everything was one color, and the car seemed like it was like photoshopped in there. It was like a different, it was like grainy. It's hard to explain, but the lights were so dim. I just thought it was an asshole that was driving.
But it was like a time travel.
You think you're like, what is it, clairvoyant, where you see stuff, like picture stuff when you're what is it, clairvoyant?
I don't know. I have a really active imagination sometimes. Yeah,
David, I
think I have seen that. Actually.
Yeah, I think me and David are just defective. We don't get to see stuff like that.
I want to see all of it.
Defective. Oh my God, stop it!
Everybody has their gift. I thought I was like that too until I started experiencing audio.
Okay.
Clear audio, is what it's called. But
your gift is your backdrop.
So fancy. I'm on there.
Fancy pants.
We're gonna see something one day, David. We're gonna manifest it.
I hope so. I want to see something.
That's gonna be right in her face. Like, she's like,
I don't want it.
I don't want it. Well, too late. It's gonna be. That's not how it works.
Wait, it's gonna be like your mom's butterflies.
That video.
Do your mom's butterflies? What is your mom? What does the butterflies look like, Joe? That your mom has?
The lizard goes. They're like,
oh my God.
And they're all like this too. They're two fucking legs.
Her mom collects butterflies and
lizards. Those are lizards, though. Those are the baby lizards.
Oh my God.
We have butterflies, lizards.
The worst. The worst.
I have a bee in there somewhere.
They have feet too. I know.
That bee.
You don't have feet. You don't like feet, but yeah.
Yeah, she hates feet, by the way. Yes. He hates.
David made both of our guests on our last episode. Get those little peepers out of here. He made both of our guests show their toes.
Now I want to see what your feet look like. Are you proud of your feet?
Mine?
No, David's.
Do
you have little stubby toes? Like
they're painted red.
My toes can do this.
Web feet. Wait, you have web feet?
Can you eat with your feet?
I could. I can draw.
I have long toes too. Yeah.
No, there's people that do that. That they can like write with their feet, and I think that's kind of.
I've seen
somebody do a bow and arrow, shoot a bow and arrow with their feet.
Ooh, that's awesome. With their feet, Amanda.
With their feet. Bow and arrow with their feet.
James, are you talking about the video where it goes into like a fence? It's a cop chasing a car. Because I've seen that one. That was wild.
And that
cops see a lot more things than they like to admit. Let's put it that way.
No, I've seen that video too, and it wasn't really like that. In that video, that car looks really like physically there, and it's like the same color as everything, like in brightness or whatever.
Oh, you caught it.
The one I saw was not. It was like the whole thing was like dim. It was like it was put there in like from like an old movie. It's so hard to explain, but I just thought it was an asshole driving without his lights on until I literally was like,
gotta be like a Monte Carlo or something, like an old.
It was just an old red boxy car, and it had like the square tailpipes with the thick, the red like rectangle lights in the back. It had those.
That's fucking badass.
I wonder if you have some kind of like something going on. Yeah.
I don't know. I really want. That's kind of why I kind of want to do the Estes method, because I just feel like I have had so many of these different experiences. Like if there's some way that I would maybe like
carry.
I don't have shit.
She's a skeptic, guys. She's a skeptic. She's a really.
Amanda?
Oh my, though. I am
even though she's seen all this stuff, she's still like, she's got to have the proof, which I'm very much.
Is it in your head? Do you think is it in your head? Maybe it's just your head.
Well, I hope it's not in her head because she was driving. And
but like,
let's give me your license. Please.
I was just really drunk that night.
As far as the skeptic goes, do you like think about it like, well, maybe it wasn't, and you try to like.
Yeah, I did, because like the next day when David woke up and heard my voice note, I left him like 8 minutes of voice notes. We talked about it, and he asked me about it, and like I can recount it so vividly. But I do every time I have an experience, I'm like, well, like could it have been anything else? And I doubt myself really heavily. But it's just like I have. it's the same as pulling a memory of like anything. Like it's the same as
Yeah.
pulling a memory of like David and I's episode that we did earlier. Like it was so real, and I could recount so many details about it that I'm like, I don't know how I would have like manufactured that in my brain. And like,
Yeah. I'm the same way. I drive myself freaking crazy.
oh yeah,
I really believe she saw it. I mean, the way
I
she
believe that too.
described
You
it,
probably did. Yeah, you probably did.
the reaction
Sure.
to you're gonna hit it. I mean,
yeah, and I slammed on the brakes.
Yeah.
Like I really thought I was zooming up on him. I was speeding, but that was it.
So was the guy behind you still when that happened?
No, he was beside me trying to get around me and probably cut me
okay.
off is what I thought he was doing. So we were speeding up at the same time as that point. And when I saw, like, I looked in front of me and like saw the car there, I slammed on my brakes and he slammed on his brakes. And my first thought was there's a cop. I don't even know why I didn't, because the car wasn't in his lane. So I thought like there's a cop. And so I like looked over just out of reflex at the black car beside me. And like it was a split second of just like, oh, okay, he's still there. And then the car was gone. So I don't know if the car beside me also saw that car and slowed down.
I think
or
they
if he
saw
slowed
it.
down because
Why else would they slow down?
Maybe because I slowed down. He probably thought there was a cop too.
Yeah, there's
But-
some people that do that, but maybe he did see it. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
I
gonna
don't know.
see it.
Thinking.
Yeah, I never got to ask him. I just kept it pushing. I was like, I think I
Do you guys
probably-
have dash cams?
I do.
don't know.
I do. Yeah, I do too. Yeah,
I should invest in one.
yeah.
I had one, but the
Especially
Florida
you,
summer-
since you do the stuff at night, that would
Yeah.
be you should
Yeah.
you need to do that for your safety, girl. What
For
the
your
hell's wrong with
safety.
you?
That's
Yeah,
true.
for sure.
I agree,
The
Dan.
city
I
needs to
totally
keep
agree.
their safety from me. I don't know if you've met me, but the problem is me. Okay.
The menace to west coast of Florida.
Well,
Yeah.
she
Yeah,
is
honestly.
listening to music at all volume with the windows down.
Wait, what's your favorite song? Are you playing Don't
Her
Break
favorite
My
song
Heart?
is Mickey Avalon's "My Dick."
No, I don't like. David puts that on. He put that on my Spotify playlist, and I got stuck at a red light with that blaring one time, and I was disassociating, and I came back into reality, and I have all windows down, and I'm blaring My Dick at a stoplight.
And people are hearing
Oh,
Wait, what is it
Oh,
called?
my
I've never
God.
heard that song. What is it called?
It's called My
"My
Dick.
Dick."
And the lyrics,
I
just
am
to give you a
deceased.
hint, are this
I
guy
am
talking about
deceased.
his dick the whole fucking song. He
Yeah,
says,
and
My
comparing
dick.
it to the
My
other
dick
guy's
song?
dick.
Is it this one? Wait, listen. Wait.
Churn, cover your ears. Churn.
That's it.
Okay, just listen to
I
a
love
second
this
of it so
song.
you can understand my mortifying moment. Okay, just a second.
Wait. Do not put
Where's
it
the
because
stoplight?
of
Oh yeah, because we're gonna
oh,
copyright.
yeah,
Copyright.
copyrights. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, Joy. At a stoplight.
I love it.
Blaring.
Okay, these are the lyrics. My dick bigger than a bridge. Your dick
That's
look
right.
like little kids.
little
My
kids,
dick
that's right.
rush like
we're
chargers.
definitely gonna get stop it.
Oh my
The whole team.
That counts.
You
too.
cannot read that.
That counts.
The whole
too.
team.
They will take your
What the
shirt.
fuck?
It's
You
hilarious,
too.
guys.
Yeah.
Listen to
Playing.
it. Everyone out there, just listen. It's fantastic. It's a great song. It's Amanda's favorite song.
Tomorrow's Monday. Play it for your kids on Monday morning. Okay.
Yeah.
Drop your kids off.
Absolutely.
Not kids, man.
I know.
Oh my
No, not
God.
kids. No. Because they'll be singing in school, then you're going to get a call. You
And
know.
I'm just gonna refer that call to David and Amanda.
Appreciate that.
We'll
David's
take it.
my-
And then
my-
That's their
Oh shit.
forward that
David-
call.
Why don't you like that song "Achy Breaky Heart"? What drives you crazy about it?
I think because when it first came out, they played it 8 million times in a row. It got old super fast.
Yeah.
I
Imagine
hate
being
when they
so
do that.
old that you remember when that song was released. Ugh.
I know. I was alive before it came out. That's true.
Really?
very
No,
true.
you're not that much older.
I'm
than
the
think we all
oldest
are.
one here.
No,
by-
you're not that much
by
older than
far.
I am. Okay, I'm 47. So how old are you?
Older than you.
No way.
Who's next?
Like what? A couple
Jen?
years?
Older than you,
42.
Jen.
42.
Older.
Oh no, I just turned
Mando?
43.
40.
I just
Mando!
I say 42.
You were my best
74.
shot, bro. She's in her 30s for Christ. I'm 51.
Oh, see, I'm like freaking 2 years behind you. 3 years.
Excuse
behind
me.
But do you remember the
It's one
release
or
of
two.
Achy Breaky Heart?
you. No.
No, she didn't.
Exactly.
She don't remember.
No, I don't.
David's lying about his age.
Yes,
I
my
would've
man.
never- I would have never listened to it. I would have just
Fine,
turned that
fine.
shit off. Dante's is 50?
Yeah.
No way,
Yeah.
man. You
That's
was
another one that
alive,
fools
man.
me.
1973. I was born in 1972, so bleep, 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 bleep.
Man.
It adds up.
Yeah.
1972.
Yes, it adds up.
So how old are you, Amanda? You're 30.
I just turned 35.
Okay.
She's a baby.
Over the hill.
Child.
Baby.
She's a
Over the
freaking. I
hill.
wish I was 35.
Oh, young. I'm like, oh, I miss being 30 something.
Me too.
When I was a kid, I was like, I can't wait till I'm, you know,
What
like
is that moving behind you, girl? Are you moving your chair,
me.
What?
Amanda?
Me?
Yeah.
No,
what
she
the
has a
It's her
screen
TV.
on behind her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I saw
TV.
too. I kept seeing that. Yeah.
Y'all
It's a
give
screen
me a
over
hard
here.
No, go like this. Go like
It's a
this. Oh, that's the back of your
reflection, yeah.
chair. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I thought it was like somebody going like this. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Hell, I'll kill just to be 40.
That's good.
I'll take your age, Mondo. I'll trade you, bro.
Yeah. Me too.
I'll trade you.
Oh, it is a screen. Okay.
So nobody
Okay,
tell.
we'll do this. I'll trade you,
I love my
and then
movies.
I'll trade for Amanda's age. I'll go back to 25.
25.
man. I'll
25,
take
I
it.
think is perfect. I think 25 is
35.
perfect. Yeah.
35.
That's not
I'll
perfect.
take it, dude. I would
That's not
take
I like my late.
35.
I'll take
25.
25.
My
How do you
favorite
put
age
up
was 25. 25.
I'll
was
tell you
like-
guys this. I don't feel 51. I feel a
Yeah.
lot. I feel like 14. Basically, I
Yeah,
act like
yeah,
I'm
me too.
13. But
11, 9.
I don't think it doesn't make much. I don't feel that way. So I wouldn't be doing all. I feel like I would be like, oh, I'm too old to be on a podcast. I can't do it anymore. No, man. No. Follow your dreams. Do the things you want to do. No matter what age you are.
Everybody,
5.
Kevin is
Kev! I freaked Kev out. He didn't think I was
don't know.
51.
You know, if I was 5, then somebody would be cooking me dinner and shit, and I don't have to worry
Dude,
about it.
Kevin, if you're 5, then we're in trouble because we had drinks with you one night.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Call the law.
Hey, Whitney.
Hi, Whitney. Hi,
Tell me
Kevin.
your-
Hi,
tell me your-
Pastor
Wait.
Ryan. Yeah.
Wait. Tell me
Oh,
your
that's that
other
great one. Okay.
story. You
Other
had
story?
another story, I think, right?
Mine.
did?
Did you have another?
Those are my 3 big ones for the most part. Mine.
That's
Oh, that was
awesome,
the
yeah.
Okay.
Stay tuned though, because door dashing, you just never know. So.
Right. So you do it all night long? Like you go out all night
Most
long?
nights.
All night.
I encounter some intriguing. There's a lot of interesting people.
Night long.
It's not a compliment.
I was thinking that too.
Sing
Oh,
it.
I have a funny one I really want to tell you guys that happened to me. The other
Yes.
night. It's real short, but real
Yeah,
funny. I told
do it.
David already. So the other night I was delivering this order to this girl who lived in a gated community.
Doorbell 101.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
My Echo does that shit, but it wasn't my Echo this time. Whose Echo was it? Or
What
Alexa?
happened?
Did you hear the Alexa?
I heard it.
I know. But
Mine
Where'd it
does
come
that
from?
shit all the time.
What is going on? Oh, my bad.
this happened.
What?
So much
Who's
going
that?
on.
Oh, that was
My
your
Alexa went off and it turned on my episode with I Come With Fire podcast.
Oh,
So,
okay.
did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, we
Oh,
heard something
snap.
go on.
But we all stopped talking and we're like, what?
Yeah, we're like,
Sorry. Took me a second to figure it out too.
He's standing like, what?
See, your
Started
first.
to do the Brady Bunch. Start
It's that
looking
little-
at
it's
all
that-
the other boxes.
it's that little kid again. coming
Yeah, I
back
told
on.
you we're gonna manifest it. See, like it already started.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you wanted to see it? It's gonna happen.
Yay.
Oh,
It already started. Yeah.
He said, "Yay."
Yeah.
such a happy.
¿Cómo estás, Kevin? ¿Estás bien?
Kevin said,
Old people and
old people and
technology.
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 Oh,
Mm,
wow.
Technology in
That's-
general.
That's a swipe. That's a
It
Sometimes
is a
it's
swipe
your own
From your
people.
own
sometimes.
secretary. of
He's my
defense. It seems like
Secretary of Defense.
You need defended from him, it seems like.
No. Kevin's got my back. He's
Your
got my
old people in
My old
technology
back.
back.
Your old ass
Yes.
back.
back. That's correct. He handles my small stuff. He handles Amanda, those people.
Oh,
Do it, Dante.
Yeah.
Bang bang. That's right.
How much is he paying you, Kevin?
Not
Not
enough.
a dime.
Pay them in hot
Not a
dogs.
dime.
Not enough.
Who?
No, tell
Me?
me the story you were gonna say before we
Oh,
got
funny
yeah.
story,
Right,
yeah.
Right. I have like
Oh,
a
yeah,
2-second
Thank you.
fucking pay
Thank you,
attention
Jennifer.
Trying to
span.
reel it in. Trying to reel it in.
That's
So
right.
yeah, I was delivering this order to this community that was gated, and so the way that DoorDash works is they can leave you a message, and like
I
if
know
you
this.
call them, so like they leave me a message, and she's like, "Hey, call me when you get to the gate, and I'll open it." So I get to the gate, and the gate just magically opens, and I was like, "Oh, cool, she was waiting for me." So I didn't call her, which is relevant to the story. Now I go in, I deliver the food, all good. It's like a leave it at the order, take a photo, good to go. I get back in my car to go to leave, and the gate doesn't open, and I'm like, back up a little and pull back up, and I'm like trying to go different angles, and the gate doesn't open. And I was like, okay. So because I hadn't called her upon my arrival in DoorDash, when you finish an order, you can't like contact that customer unless you've called them. So because I hadn't called her, I didn't have a way to reach her to be like, let me the fuck out of your complex. So I'm just like growing more frustrated. I get out of my car and I look and like I'm examining the gate and I'm like, okay, how does this do? I have to press a button or like what's the thing? Couldn't figure it out. So I got back in my car and I'm like just sitting there kind of like I'm getting all these really nice orders and I'm like I have to decline them because I can't fucking get out of here. And so I was sitting there for a minute and I see a guy leave his apartment and get in his car and he has like a Jeep and I was like, bet I'm gonna sit behind him and when he leaves I'm gonna follow him out and just get out. And so it's a small parking lot and he gets in his car and he backs up and I do like a little loop and get behind him and I'm just sitting there waiting. And then he acts like he's going to the exit, but instead of like leaving, he just does a loop and goes back to where he was. So I'm like, okay, well, I need you to get out. So I followed him and went back to where he was. And so then he did it again and did another loop. And so I was like, shut up, Kevin. and then I was like following him.
Thank you, Kevin.
I make fun of my lingo. And so this happens like 5 or 6 times where he's just doing little loops and I'm just on his tail following him because I was like, I need you.
He's going around and around in a circle?
He's going in circles in the parking lot. I don't know. At first, I didn't know. So then I'm like, I can't lose him because if he gets out and the gate shuts, then I'm fucked. So I'm like on his tail, like following him in these little circles. And so then eventually I have a really short fuse, guys, with patience. So after like 7 or 8 loop-de-loops, I rolled down my window and I just start like kind of crying a little bit. And I was like, I just need to get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, and his window's up, but I can see his little eyes, like his dirty eyes, like looking at me. And then
dirty eyes.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I just need out of here. Can you let me out? And I'm like trying to use my hands and be like, can you let me out? And like, hoping that he can hear me and gets the fucking another fucking loop. And I'm like raging at this point, and I'm like shaking my steering wheel because it's been 15 minutes that I've been stuck in this parking lot and all these good orders that I have to decline. And like it affects your acceptance rate, like it affects your things, like your statistics. Yeah. So I'm getting just more and more mad. And then this guy is sitting out leaning on his little balcony on the 2nd story, and he yells to me, he's like, hey, what are you trying to do right now? And I was like, I'm just trying to get the fuck out of here. Like I was like, at this point. And this guy in the Jeep, he rolls down his window and he was like, I thought you were trying to fight me. I was like trying to get away from you.
So you're gonna go in a fucking circle,
Amanda. wait. Bro, hold on. What? This is gonna add a better thing to it. By any chance, did you have your loud music on with the windows down?
No, I didn't. But I just was like, my car's kind of like jailbroken in a little way. Like my accelerator doesn't have like a governor thing anymore, so I can like vroom and like redline it, and it's a fucking escape. So like it was probably pretty menacing for like an escape to be like following you in a parking lot at 80 miles an hour. But I was like, if you thought I was fighting you, why wouldn't you have left your home? Why do you want to stay on the premises and like?
And they go around in their fucking suit. Can you imagine them going like a little fucking?
No, it literally was like 20 minutes. I was so irritated about it, and so like, I laughed once I got out, but I was so frustrated because the guy's like, you need a card. Like if you're a member and you live here, you have to get a card to get in and out. And so I was literally stuck in this fucking parking lot for 20 minutes with no way to get out. And then this guy's doing loop-de-loops. And I was about to lose my mind. I was like, just let me out. Like, just leave.
Damn, that's like high security.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
That is the worst thing about like those services. I did that a little bit. And anytime it comes with anything, a gated community, just...
Yeah, I've had the most bizarre. I've had like a woman drop her ID that in 6 pieces into my hand and being like, "You can scan that, right, for my alcohol?" And I was like, "No, it's in 6 pieces. I'm not gonna sit here and tape it together first."
No, man.
God. You meet the weirdest people at fucking night.
That's funny.
Tell about that time you were at Burger King. Was it Burger King?
Oh my God, it was Burger King.
This is it's beautiful. I was on the phone with her. We're actually chatting back and forth on the phone, and she's waiting for an order. Yeah, dude. I was like, oh shit.
It was at Wendy's, and I went to get an order. And I pulled up to the speaker because you have to tell them that you're there to pick up a DoorDash. And there was a semi truck that was just right there unloading stuff into the place. So the truck is idling and it's nighttime and it's right in front of the speaker. So like the truck's like this, I'm like this on the speaker. No. And I started getting panicked because like I was sitting there for 10 minutes. The girl's like, please wait. And then I'm like waiting forever just to tell her I'm here for a DoorDash. So I started getting nervous because I was like, I don't know if this trucker can see me. What if he gets in his truck and just hits the gas? And I'm just like bulldoze out of the way. So I'm like, I got nervous after like David was on the phone with me. It was like 10 minutes I sat there. So it
was super loud.
Window. It was really loud. So I pulled up to the window, and the girl like immediately is like, "Did you order the speaker?" And I was like, "No, I'm here to pick up a DoorDash." And she wouldn't even let me get my word out. She was like, "You have to go around," or like, "You have to wait," and just being really rude to me. So I was like, "Oh, fucking Kay, like you don't have to be a bitch about it." And like, she probably
She actually said that
before
shit.
being a bitch.
She actually
So I
said
was
that
like, "You don't
shit.
have to be a bitch about it." And then she was like, she made some shot back at me. I can't remember. So anyway, so I pull up and I'm like waiting at the curb, and like 15 more minutes gets by, and I'm just increasingly getting pissed off. And I was like, "This order's not that big. This is like I'm wasting money sitting here, and this I know this bitch is being petty and not wanting to bring me the order." So like, I get too wound up, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go do a little loop the loop and go back to the window and be like, "Bitch, what now?" So I went back to the window, and she immediately throws the window open and is like, "I was about to bring you your food," and like hands me the food like this, like throws it at me through the window. And there's like a carrier with 4 huge drinks.
No.
So then I was like, so I said, "Bitch, if you spill this on me, you're gonna fucking wear this." And she was like ran back and forth at me. Now she didn't have very good dental hygiene, and I may have did a low blow and made her that I was gonna knock the rest of her teeth out if she kept the drink at me.
Yeah, Amanda is vicious.
She is, dude.
I got really mad.
I love it though.
For no reason.
That
She
girl.
was so nice to begin with, and then she started a fire. And so I got mad, and like I got the food and I like gunned it out of the drive-through, and like I didn't shut up, Kevin. And then I didn't know what to do. I had so much rage bottled up in me that I just yelled. I was like, "Ugh!"
It wasn't. It was like. I was like, oh shit!
You should have this song on hand for assholes like that.
It was like 10 seconds of silence after I like screamed, and then silence for 10 seconds, and then David goes, "You sounded a little bit like the devil just then."
It was scary, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't.
And David's like, Amanda?
Kevin, you don't know me like that, okay? Watch the movies.
For real.
You guys are not hearing me cough, are you? I'm muting it as I'm coughing. Okay, good.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I heard every single cough.
Did you hear it come out my mouth? You know, have you ever had those coughs where you just kind of gassy and it comes out?
Oh, gassy? What are we talking about?
You never coughed and farted at the same time?
Oh, no.
Yes, you have.
No
Only
way.
one thing comes out at once.
Amanda, have you ever coughed and farted?
Yeah, but it's a human
Yes.
nature.
There's a video of Amanda farting when she talks, so I guess you're right.
Thank you.
You're the best, Amanda. You're the
People
best.
are literally joining this to hear there's videos of Amanda farting and then dipping out again. So thank you for that.
Definitely go check it out. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Go check out David too, where he acknowledges that he has a problem with marijuana.
Oh, yes.
Wait, before we
The
end,
words
I need
danger bad
David-
boy come out of my mouth, actually, too.
I need David to say sandwich.
Sandwich.
Say it the right way.
Sandwich.
There you go.
What?
Sandwich?
Do it again? Is that really how you say it?
That's how I
It's
grew
with
up.
G.
It was always a sandwich
Sang?
to me.
Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Yeah.
You want to know
It's
how I
one of
learned
the-
that tidbit about
Yeah.
him? You
Here we
wanna
go.
know?
I don't think
Let's
I've
hear
ever
it.
heard anybody say it like that.
Let's hear it.
I'm just saying.
Sandwich.
I asked him to
Frankie.
recount one of his life's most embarrassing moments, and that's the bullshit he pulled out. Is I said,
It's
sandwich
true. It was embarrassing to me.
To who?
So I was with
Sandwiches?
this girl. She was beautiful, and I was really into her. And we were having a great afternoon. We went to this is in Corpus Christi, so we're over there by this beautiful art museum, and there's we're just having a wonderful time. And then we decided to get something to eat, and she's like, "What do you feel like?" I said, "A sandwich sounds pretty good," and she laughed her ass off. She laughed so hard at me, I thought my heart was going to explode in my chest.
Oh no.
She goes, it's not sandwich, it's sandwich.
Emotional damage.
And I'm going
Yeah.
home.
Emotional damage.
Wow, she out of here.
And that is
That
why
was a
we're
deal breaker right there.
I'm assuming you
Yep.
guys are not together anymore, right?
No.
But that,
It didn't happen.
what grade were you in for that, David?
I think I was a senior.
Yeah, so his senior year of high school, the time he said sandwich wrong was the thing that this 40-plus-year-old man pulled out as his life's most embarrassing moment. I just want you guys to think carefully about how
You know what-
fucking spoiled this guy is.
You know what
That's
trips
how-
me
that's
out
how I
though?
should be president.
That's rough, dude.
That's why.
What trips me out though is Texas will say dinner is supper.
Dinner,
Right?
supper.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you do that?
I'll call it whatever. As long as I'm eating something.
Supper. I like that little supper. Did you know that? And dinner is lunch. Well, for my
Dinner, how
family
about
in Texas.
lunch and dinner is
No,
why isn't it
dinner.
called dinner?
No, my family used to say
Night.
dinner was lunch and supper was
Yes.
dinner.
Hmm,
Oh,
Yeah. You
interesting.
don't do that on your side of the Texas?
I think
No,
this
not
is
this side of
wrong.
Texas.
listen, I get like one hot
Maybe
meal a
it's
day.
wrong. I
and-
don't know. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, this side of Texas.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, yo. That's
Yeah.
how it is.
Oh, you
That's-
mean
I mean,
supper?
then sandwich. Sandwich is good. I like sandwiches.
Sandwich.
Sandwiches.
David, I had a question real quick.
Hit me.
I was thinking about it. So while you're doing podcasts, I mean Amanda too, if anything, but
Yeah.
say I know you do a lot of previewer side, let's put it that way. Do you find that anything has been interfering while on live or doing podcasts? Have you noticed anything like that?
Yes.
No.
Funny
I
that you should.
Yeah, you had
ask
something?
that. Yeah,
Huh?
on our not the most recent recording, but the recording before. I don't know if Scott is still in here. I know Frankie is from Haunted Strange Pod. We did an episode that released on my birthday, and Frankie and Scott and David and I, all four of us did it. And Scott was recording from his office. He works in a hospital. He has a like respiratory work, and so very non-dog environment. And we had clear as day a dog bark on his audio when he was recording the other day. And then another one later on Frankie's,
With
it sounded
Frankie's, yeah.
similar, but then she was recording from her office. She doesn't have a dog either. So it's real creepy because I played it for everybody on we went on live video and I showed them the part that was on Scott's audio. I muted everybody else and just played it. And everyone agrees like 10%, like 100%, it's a dog barking in Scott's audio in a place where there could not possibly be a dog barking. So that's a little weird.
I do
Were you
remember
guys
one.
talking about
I do
dogs or
No.
like anything?
Not at all.
I don't
You have a
know.
dead dog?
It's okay to share this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because I see Kevin's still here. But we shot a Halloween episode, and I spoke about the Bell Witch.
Oh
And
yeah.
I started talking about the Bell Witch, and everything dropped completely.
Everything went
And
down.
and every time I'd said the Bell Witch, there was like audio issue or something.
Yep.
And the problem is that the video, the audio, all was corrupted. We never got to show that
Yeah.
show because it
No way.
yeah
Yeah, we had like 7
think-
people in on that recording.
yeah because I was talking
Damn.
about it, and as soon as I said it's a paranormal, everything just went, and I was like, what the hell? And
Oh,
it was
wow.
everyone was gone for like I don't know how long it was, but we
Yeah, and then we
finally
got it back
back.
up, and the second you said it again, it went down again. It was doing
Yeah,
that every
it
time
was
you said it. So it was like, that's
Very
kinda weird.
bizarre, and I really researched that whole topic, and it was just
Yeah.
man.
Gone. Yeah.
Ooh, that's spooky.
So
Did you
I've
just
been
hear a REM pod? Wait a minute. Did you just hear a REM pod go off? I heard a, you know how like you're about to touch it and it goes,
Yeah.
I heard that. You guys didn't hear
Yeah,
that?
but no.
It's David's story. See?
There you go. Say the words again.
Bell Witch,
Bell Witch.
Paranormal.
Oh my God, I saw that.
I just went,
David!
I got him good. He was like, what happened?
I was like, what the fuck happened? Damn.
Good job. That was awesome.
His eyes got big and
I was like-
everything, dude. Oh.
Look at Amanda's face. Look at Amanda's face.
Dude, everybody, this is great. I love it.
Wait,
Oh, you guys are a good time, man. This is awesome.
Oh, thank you guys for coming on. You guys are the
We
best.
definitely
Oh,
appreciate you and the
yeah.
guests, everybody that participated. Thank you very much. So, where can they catch you guys at?
And
Where's
find
your
more
social?
of you because this is what you're gonna get.
Yeah,
But
man.
plus animal stories.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can catch David usually on any street corner after 9 p.m. but one is on all
I'm expensive, y'all. can't afford
podcast
me.
platforms. I said you're on a street corner, not a high-end bar.
Wait, no. He's on. He's
I
on.
still cannot afford me. I'm telling you.
Does that street corner have a machine for 25-cent peanuts? I want to
Absolutely.
Find David on.
No, but it's right in
OnlyFans.
between a Sally Beauty Salon and a Buffalo Wild Wings, so we get a lot of action between those two.
You can find David's feet on OnlyFans.
Yes.
That's what I'm
You
gonna do
know,
for
it
Christmas
might
for
be on
you,
there.
girl. I'm gonna have a photo shoot of my feet, and I'm gonna send them to you for Christmas. That's gonna be your gift.
I do want to make one short announcement. Right around Christmas, I'm going to be looking for a new co-host. So if anybody wants to apply within,
Dude,
Wait,
Dayvid,
oh,
what you
wait, no,
should do,
you're
Butter
right.
her back up, David.
you should go to JCPenney and get the photos taken from
Perfect, right?
like a professional shoot. with your feet.
Absolutely.
Of just his
I'm doing
feet.
that.
That'll be yes.
on like a beach ball.
Absolutely. Mhm.
Yeah.
If they have
So
that
should-
filter of the
send
foot
that
on
as
the
merch,
Snapchat,
like,
I'm gonna
do one
freaking
shirt.
stop. I'm gonna make so many videos and tag you. It's gonna be so annoying.
My whole life is falling apart as we speak. And we're just,
That's all right. Anyway, you were saying, Amanda?
was
What were
I
you
saying?
Yes.
I don't know, something insulting to you, I'm sure. But
That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can find One Nothing anywhere you get your podcasts. We are on Apple and Spotify and iHeartRadio and all the other
And
ones that I
Whoa,
can't think of right
And
now.
whoa.
Yeah, awesome.
And we're the only ones, so just make sure you type in WON and not ONE and you're all set.
And go on their Instagram because they're posting daily
Hilarious.
and all
Yeah.
those funny videos,
Yeah.
and you're gonna love it.
We're killing it. I just read what Kevin wrote. It's hilarious.
I know. He is coming for me.
And the middle knock it. That guy is funny.
Okay. I'm also
David?
I'm
Where you
Dayvid
at?
from Down the Rabbit Hole. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me at all those places. You can see all the videos. We have merch. We have merch like this. Got this little shirt here. I got my little rabbit dealio, and you can find that on Etsy. So it's like
Roofie
Etsy.com/shop/deeper down. Excuse me, I'm sorry, are you okay? Okay, good. And then we have subscriptions on Down the Rabbit Hole on Instagram. JJ Paranormal here is one of our subscribers. Thank you, Joy.
I know.
Thank you,
I'm
Joy.
not very active. I'm
Thank
not
you
very
very
active
much.
in the group, so
Yeah, we have a chat. It's hilarious. You guys need to get on it.
Yeah,
You get
it's
extra
good
videos. You get I have an interview show called The 6 Questions. You can get all 13 of them right now. I have 2 more coming out. I have another video thing. It's basically a paranormal rumble where I get 2 videos that go up against each other, and everyone in the subscriptions gets to vote on which one is the better video. That's pretty fun. So yeah, we have all that stuff. Definitely join us. It's a good time.
20% off his OnlyFans too if you subscribe.
It's not that fun. He says you're not missing much. Come on,
He's
man.
competing with his subscriptions.
Dude, what is
He seems like the secretary of offense, if I'm being honest. I'm just saying.
Get some more protein, brother. Damn. What is going on?
Get some more protein.
Some kind of protein. What? Where's that wire?
Oh,
Lack of creatine is making him mean.
yeah, like
Secretary of Kevin. You goddamn right about that, sir.
Yeah.
That's right. I love it.
Where can the folks find you guys to be able to vote?
Oh yeah, explain the
Thank
voting
you,
one more
sir.
time.
Thank you. So if you want to vote for either me or Amanda or any of the other losers,
Usually
you can
me.
definitely go to Apple Podcast. You can go to Spotify. You can go to all these places, listen to One Nothing, and then rate 5 stars. And when you go to leave a comment, say in the comment, I vote for Dayvid. And that's a vote for the right choice.
And Dayvid is spelled AMANDA for those of you wondering.
No,
I
it's
remember
not.
that.
It's not. Comment sandwich down here if you guys are down for that, please.
You guys are gonna mess around and make him president. All you're gonna have is 60 minutes of him talking about his feet.
That's right. I'm
Is
here
that what
for
you
it,
want for your
baby.
podcast?
Feet over here, feet over
We're
there.
gonna experiment different textures to this episode. I'm gonna paint
Yeah,
with this
I'm
toe.
with you. I don't do feet. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sandwich.
Thank you.
Shit. Sandwich.
Oh, Kevin, man.
Joy,
He's the
where can we
best.
find you?
Dayvid equals Amanda.
Find us at jj.paranormal or Joe and Joey and YouTube.
Amanda.
To Amanda.
I do be demanding.
I like that.
When's y'all's
Amanda,
next investigation, guys?
Actually, we just came back last night
Yep.
from an investigation. We were by St. Augustine area, but
Oh,
we didn't investigate a location in St. Augustine. It's outside of it, and we were with Black Smoke.
Nice.
Two other people from our team from War Party, 𝗍𝗓𝗍𝗍, and
Jeremy.
James. I don't know.
Jeremy.
His name is Jeremy.
Think of
Everybody.
Pearl Jam. Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Oh.
Yes,
Jeremy.
So you guys-
Hogan.
we call him Jason. Jeremy.
J-Man.
Depends. If he messes
J-Man.
up, then we call him J.
Yeah, but we investigated the Clay County Jail
And
and courthouse.
Mhm.
Yes, and very, very cool. Like, I cannot wait to go through that footage. Some of it's sitting right here.
in this GoPro.
Dude,
Hey.
I bet
we
that
did
takes
a
forever.
mock trial is what we did in the courthouse, and we got phenomenal results.
Really?
I can't wait to
Awesome,
see
man.
that video.
That's awesome. What about White Smoke? Kevin
There you go,
says.
Kev. Got
There
it.
it is.
Oh, there you go.
There
It's
you
the
go.
bait. It's
Covered.
the bait.
Covered.
Yeah, we did a mock trial with 2 people under an Estes session, and it's crazy because they looked like they were going at each other. So
Mhm.
I had one person on the witness stand, and the other person that was under on the defendants.
You were the judge.
And I was sitting in the judge's chair.
Yeah.
I didn't do much of anything. I was
Wow.
filming.
That's
But
great.
we got some interesting answers. I did see a shadow figure, not a full body. Shadow figure move out from there's a back
Mhm.
office. Kind of at this point, I don't remember. I had to look back at a video what I was talking about, but they used to be a hanging jail also. So
Correct.
I don't know if I was actually referring to the last person they hung there, and then that came up because he did come up on. He came up like in the spirit box.
In the
session.
spirit box, correct.
So yeah, we got a whole bag of stuff going on there. And then at the jail, I heard a disembodied woman talk, and I didn't know at the time it was down a woman's corridor. I was just
Mhm.
reading, like, they have placards and stuff, and I was just kind of reading the history of it. And I heard like like some weird thing. I can't even recreate it anymore. But first I heard a noise, like a shuffling noise, and I didn't think anything of it. I'm not always like, oh, it's crazy paranormal. No, I thought it was like, road traffic or whatever. I was like, yeah, whatever. And then that voice came out seconds later, and it was in the same direction, all the way in the back 2 cells. And I was just like, what the hell is that? Because it was so loud, and it echoed, because that's a hallway that's just, concrete. And I was just like, oh, hell no. I went in there, like, going to every cell. I was like, somebody got to be back here, because it was just insane. And then nobody was there. The last 2 rooms are very creepy, and there was more shuffling coming out of that. I left the building at that point. I was the only person downstairs, and I went outside just to look at the back, just to make sure nobody's on the property, and there's nobody there. It's fenced on that side also. So I don't know. So I decided to do an Estes session, and that cell there, one of the back cells, to see if that person came out. I don't know if that. Did you ask them about that?
So then she was in the session, and I was asking the questions along with one of our teammates, 𝗍𝗓𝗍𝗍. And then we were videoing, and I was shooting on the XLS. On the XLS, you can tell that there was something trying to almost manifest on Jenny's side. And that's when she had said that she felt cold.
Yeah, it was weird.
A little afterwards, 𝗍𝗓𝗍𝗍 felt like something was hugging her from behind, like around her stomach, like that.
Wow.
Then grazed her backside. And then in reference to the woman, I had asked her what her name was. I didn't get a response. If she had died in the cell, and nothing. I even tried to ask what she was convicted of, and no response. The only response I did get, confirmation that she said yes. I asked her if she was tried at the courthouse, and that's how she ended up in the jail, and she said yes.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna put out a video, right? You guys are gonna put
Well,
out
we
a video.
got the yes coming out of Jenny.
I said yes, apparently. I don't know.
Sweet.
That wasn't a
Sweet,
question,
sweet, sweet.
And remember,
Yes.
when you're doing an Estes, guys, for the viewers out there, she's with the SB with headphones on, and she has a blindfold, so she has no way to see what I'm doing, and she can't hear me. So I'm essentially using her as an instrument to be able to communicate with spirit, and Spirit will go ahead and talk through Jenny and give me the responses for the questions that I asked.
Well, that's
Kevin
true.
would know because his very first Estes
I gotta
session was
do
with us.
Kevin's video.
Mhm.
I know.
Yeah.
I want to do it so
Definitely
bad.
behind all videos once it's coming.
And
Yeah.
then Amanda, if you're willing to do it,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know-
No, for sure.
you
I love
know-
putting people in.
Wait,
Yeah.
we should try it on a live. Like if you ever get your
That
start, that'd be really cool to do on a live.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
do that.
interesting.
Amanda, you live fairly close to Arcadia, Florida.
Do I? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you're
stay
fairly
in
close
Coral
to
and Fort
there.
Myers, so
He didn't say Canadian Florida. He said Arcadia.
I heard him.
Yes.
Thank you. Go back to your street corner.
Okay.
It's almost
I wanted to ask
Oh,
because I
shit.
know you guys at one point on your story had tagged that you were in the Edison district in downtown Fort Myers. Did you guys do any exploring down that way?
Ooh,
I don't know. What did it look like?
Like
Yeah.
really old historic buildings and stuff. Like I don't know. I saw in your story that you did, but there's one part because when I first moved down here, I took a haunted history tour down there, and some of those buildings, like the courthouse and stuff, is like over 100 years old. So they were showing us all the buildings and where people have seen apparitions and heard things and blah blah blah. But he said at the beginning of the tour, he said there's one place on this tour that you're going to get the heebie-jeebies from. I'm not going to tell you what it is. And then as soon as we went there, we all collectively were like, oh, and it's the super dark stairway. And it's in an alley where there's people dining. So it's like a little alley that's part of a restaurant. There's tables. It's real small. You kind of have to like squeeze in between people. But there's a little stairway that ends like goes to a door that is blocked off. They have wood all over it, blocking it off. He said he's not sure what happened there, but like everybody gets the heebie-jeebies by there. And I would really love to find out what the hell's up with that stairway because I got some super
that's
dark
cool.
vibe when we went over there.
And that
I
was in
just
Fort
wondered if you
Myers?
guys have been there. Yeah. It's like downtown Fort Myers, like the Edison district. It's like you guys will probably remember the giant banyan tree out front of the old courthouse, not the one that they use nowadays, but it's like that area. I saw you guys posted on your story one time.
I believe we may have stopped there just because we're gonna go to Punta Gorda.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
we stayed at Punta
Yes,
Gorda
that's nice.
because that's where our hotel was, and that's where I was gonna tell you. We
Yeah.
we're gonna book at that. It was a opera house. It's called the Heard Opera House, and it's in
Okay.
Arcadia, Florida. It's super not that far from you at all, actually. I would
Punta
say
Gorda is
within
the city
maybe
right north
20.
of me. So
Kevin
So
said
right
it would-
under.
and it's about 20 minutes northeast of Punta Gorda.
yeah, Kevin said human
So
trafficking.
we can possibly do a rent out the opera house again.
yeah, I would
and
love
we'll
to.
invite you.
Yeah, I
and
would
we'll
love
definitely
to
do
go
that.
back.
Now, I don't have
Wow.
any gear.
I want
Let
the
me know.
heebie-jeebies too across the line.
This is my spooky maps. Okay, let's just put it. You see all these little
You're so
points
cute.
here? These are
You're
all
so cute.
saved on a haunted file on my maps.
True
Is that in
story.
Florida? Those haunted spooky spots?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Arcadia right here.
Okay, where's that at with like Punta? Can you zoom out so I can see about how far?
Yeah, show her like Punta. There you go. No, show it just like that. Perfect.
Show that puta.
Punta Gorda.
So
And
does
here's
she.
Arcadia and here's
How
Punta
much-
Gorda.
Now, if you go directly north under Charlotte Harbor, like if you just like a couple inches up under Charlotte Harbor, that little piece of land.
Yeah.
that
It's
kinda
just you and me,
sticks out,
Joy.
I know,
That's
right?
Wait,
Sorry.
that
Did you
little
show
land
that
under?
puta?
The Cape Coral, the little city right under Punta Gorda that is surrounded by water on all sides except for one. It like sticks out. There's like the river that goes through it. That's where I
Yes.
live.
Oh,
So I was real
Okay,
close to where
cool.
you guys were at the Opera House.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
They have good singing
Yes.
witches there. Yeah.
Yeah,
They have
that's
re-
good.
excellent
You're talking about
singing
here? You're talking about here?
Yes.
No, that's not it. Go so
That's
zoom
it.
out a little and go down a little. Keep
Jen,
going
you are
down past,
so
like,
cute with your
just
she's
follow the-
so organized, you guys. If it wasn't for Jen,
Yeah,
I'd be
she
like,
is.
what? Who's coming on next?
It's very cute.
We're fine.
you're right.
To the
Super
right.
My map here.
Okay, Coral.
Yep.
She got it.
Right there. Yep. So I'm a hop skip from Punta Gorda. I can be there in like an hour or less.
Okay.
Yeah.
guys
Yeah,
should
we'll
drive
definitely
fast.
plan that out
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we'll let you know.
Right, and
I wanna
there's
go.
stuff around.
Me too, David,
too
let's
that
go.
I'm
Let's
pretty
go,
sure we
man.
can-
Come on, we're way over here on the other side of the freaking United States and shit.
Come
You
to
only
the
have to
beach, man. It's nice down here right
I got
now.
a beach.
You're gonna have to work that corner
But it's
harder,
not that
man.
nice.
I got a beach.
More money.
No. What's your beach? Where do you live again?
I live in California.
I don't
so
got a
one of the
Oh, okay.
Pacific.
You have a beach.
Yeah,
Nice beach.
that's a nasty beach, though.
Oh, is it? Why?
Yeah.
Is
It's
it
like
rocky?
dark. You can't
I
even
wanna
see the
go
bottom
there.
of the ocean.
Yes. Okay,
I'll tell you
so
one place
little-
you guys should add to your itinerary. It's not near here, but if you ever make your way up to Ohio, you got to go to a little armpit town called 𝗉𝗏, ZOAR.
Armpit
It's
town?
the haunted, most freaking active little city.
Is it this small?
It's right up in the armpit. It's so tiny.
She's
You can
lived in
literally
the
drive
armpit
through
and
the
now the
town in
peak
like a minute.
of
It's
America.
so small, but it's got so
Oh,
much
man.
history and death and destruction behind it. It's the whole
Ohio.
town was
That's
like
a little
killed off by
too.
cholera way back when. so
Jen,
there's
you'll
a
have
lot
to
of
teach
spooky
me how
shit.
you'll have to teach me how you do that because
Tell you-
that's really cool. I like that you did that.
Oh yeah, I'll
Yeah.
show you.
Yeah.
We will do a Zoom class.
So
ma'am.
Yes.
if you can put up James's comment.
James.
All right, so really quick about Arcadia. So the whole city actually, well, not city, the whole town burned down except for 3 buildings. One of the buildings that survived is the one that he
He's talking
commented
about it's like
there,
yeah.
the old
The old
hotel.
inn.
I want to
Okay.
stay there.
So I would love to stay there
Maybe we can
and
stay there.
investigate the Opera House because that hotel is super active, being the fact that it's one of the
Nice.
only buildings that survived the fire. They get a lot of activity there.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys come down this way. You say the word, and I'll meet you there. And I don't have any equipment, but like I got spirit.
But we do.
Join,
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
join in on the
How about
fun.
you?
You need equipment. We got us. Don't worry
Like,
about
yeah,
it. It'll be fun. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, just
David,
come
I'll
in there
share
and
my
like
equipment with you, buddy. Okay.
David,
All good.
you
you
don't
don't
have
even
to-
share his
You don't have
pictures
to
with
look
you.
bad, you can
You know, I want to do something in
I have
Texas
not.
too. Like I want to do the
Yes.
haunted Hill House.
Haunted
So-
Hill House.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a
Whenever I
that's
go, you're
a
gonna
scary
know.
one. Okay.
Yeah. And that's
That
in
sounds
Texas,
good.
right?
Yep.
That's in
Yeah.
Texas. Wait, how far is that from you? Do you know?
Minerals.
Yeah, Mineral Wells.
How much is
Mineral
it?
Wells.
How much is it to rent that shit? Anybody know?
I'm not sure. I know it's expensive. I'm sure
It is expensive.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get a group.
But people get yanked off beds on that place.
You could stay the
Scratched
night
up.
there, right? You could spend
Yeah.
spend the
Yeah,
night
you
there?
can. Yeah, you can stay there
Yeah.
overnight.
That would be amazing.
Oh, yeah, I want to go. Yeah. I
You
definitely
have
wanna
settings
go.
coming. You're gonna be
No, yeah, he's
All
been
right, so
telling
we're
me
gonna
he's
plan
trying
this
to-
for October 15th ish.
Oh.
I don't know if anyone wants to go to Hill House. If you want to go to the scariest place in Texas, just visit David in the middle of the night. He'll scare you.
Ooh.
Oh,
Take my clothes
toes.
off. It's pretty scary down here.
Terrifying.
But we need
You'll get a
sponsors
whole
for
lot of
One
more
Nothing, so
evidence.
definitely sponsor us out there. If there are any, listen, Liquid Death. Sponsor
What is that?
us.
Is that
They're like
beer?
watching right now.
No,
That's
it's
water.
water. It's water.
Is it
Murder
really?
your thirst. It's perfect for One Nothing, guys. Come on, it's delicious too.
Is it really
Celsius,
water?
sponsor me because I need it.
Celsius, we love you. If you're out there watching us,
Delicious.
I like that the CEOs
yes,
of all these
he's in
huge companies
Texas.
are here watching us right now.
That's
Oh
funny.
yes.
they are. Of course.
I'm in Texas. Yeah, yeah, Dan. I'm in Texas, San Antonio.
Okay.
San Antonio. Damn
We have a
you.
lot of scary places here too. So
Yeah,
it'll be
Ooh,
fun.
Celsius is right.
Well, listen, if you have a better energy drink that I can function with, please tell me.
that has
I
protein.
don't have a better, but I know ones that will give you heart palpitations.
Oh shit!
Haven't
Who
happened to
doesn't
me.
want that? Don't do that.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's
San
cool.
Antonio, brother. Yes, Texan. I love it.
You don't have that Texan accent though.
I don't.
No.
What kind of do I have an accent at all?
Water
guys?
does not get.
No.
Water put my ass to sleep. Boy, goodbye.
No.
I have water right here.
Which is really disappointing too, because
Really?
Yeah.
You want me with a twang? You want me to talk with a twang there, Amanda?
yeah,
would be
our
fun.
episodes would be 11 hours long, but yeah.
Baby, yes.
Oh, you gotta do one episode with the twang.
Oh yeah.
At least 5 minutes of it.
Yeah.
My face has an accent. He says that's okay.
Well,
I don't know what that means, but I,
Kevin, the fuck?
yeah. Kevin, are you high?
You heard of that thing called acid?
Kevin, are you
Kevin,
still
your
getting
face has
that?
an accent.
Do you still have that? What is it? Shadow figure showing up at your house, or is that finally gone?
I think I'd only visit him that one time.
It was a
She
couple.
was
From
like,
what I
what's
understand,
up?
it was a
She was
couple.
like,
of
what's up?
times.
What you doing? Instead of, she didn't text. She just showed up though.
She was like, "Oh, muscles." Mm,
must-
wow.
Feeling that's not
I'll
what
be
she
back.
was there for.
I'll be back.
She said, no one knows it means it's provocative.
What?
He's
Yeah,
getting
my
movie
face-
lines now.
Face has an accent. No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh gosh.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Gonna wrap it up.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
Thank you
you
guys
for
for having
having
us.
us.